Yeah. What's poppin', y'all? It's your man Marq Nash. Another great episode of Breaking the B.E.A.T.S. Let's run some music real quick. Wait for the room to populate a little bit. Sir, sing what up? Y'all smash the like on the way into the room. Smash the like button on the way into the room. Hit the dislike. Hit the like, hit the dislike. I don't care. Just interact with the channel. Let me see. I got time for one more. Let me see. What time is it? Y'all got time for one more. All right, let me play one more joint while I'm waiting for the room to populate, and we're going to start the show. All right. you. You made it to the live. That's what's up. Cheers. Just waiting for the room to populate a little bit. We're gonna start the show up. Here we go. Y'all up here with that NLE Chopper stuff already. Here y'all go. I knew y'all weren't gonna let me let that one go, right? Threw the link out there if anybody want to pull up. We're gonna talk about Black History Month, and then we're gonna get into some weekend recap. We're gonna talk about boxing and all of that. Who got some bars out there? Who in the car spit some bars to this beat right here? Let me know. Not always the same every time, but it's a good question. Depends on a record like this that had a sample. I start with the sample and I chop it up and find the piece I want. And then if it's not a sample, a lot of times I used to start off with drums all the time, then put a melody to it. Now I like to start off with the piano. I can switch the piano out to anything, but I saw somewhere that Michael Jackson likes to start every track off with a piano, so I started trying that. So and it works, and I switch that out for other instruments. But yeah, I usually try to start with a little melody. If I'm having beat block and I can't figure out what melody and I'm stuck right there, I just start with some drums. But it changes all the time. It changes with the mood. There's no necessary formula, but it's just all about the mood. Sometimes you can hear the beat in your head before you even sit down. You've been hearing this melody all day, so you go into it with the melody. Sometimes you might hear a little loop or something. You might want to mess with some loops, and you want to chop the loop up or a sample. So I get it. It's a different process for every time, though, you know? King Mitch, you make beats? I see you asking those questions. You trying to make some beats? I got a tutorial out there. I'll show you how to chop the sample. If you're trying to get into that too, let me know. Start the show then. About to start the show in a second. We're gonna get into some boxing talk today too. Definitely. It's a lot of boxing news to get into. World Combat Sports in the building. let's go and start the show, man. All right, let's start the show. Yeah. Cam it up for y'all. What's poppin', y'all? What's good? It's your man Marq Nash. Another great episode of Breaking the Beats. You already know what we're going to do. We're going to break down the business, the entertainment, the art, technology, sports, and pretty much anything else we're going to squeeze into those letters. We're going to definitely start about, today is February the 1st. So we definitely got to pay homage. How they say, right? Is that homage or homage? You know what I'm saying, right? We definitely got to talk about that briefly. And because we're going to be here all month with that, right? And we definitely want to get into some boxing talk. I had somebody ask me the other day, they said, man, do you even talk about boxing on your channel anymore? And I was like, yeah. Excuse me. Yeah, we still talk about boxing. And but more importantly, we talk about some of everything. We talk about music a lot on the show. Definitely talk about music, social injustice. And like I said, it is Breaking the Beats. I am your host, Marq Nash. I appreciate you guys tuning in wherever you are in the world, whether you're listening to it live or you're listening to this in a playback. I don't take it for granted. I really appreciate you guys. Make sure y'all smash the like button wherever you are. Shoot, smash the dislike button. That's fine too. Just interact with the channel. Once we drop the video, leave a comment. Let me know you liked it. Let me know your favorite part. Let me know where I can time you in at. With that said, let me bring in my homeboy. He already here. What up, though? Hey! And he repping. Y'all see the hoodie? He repping. Show him what you got on. And introduce yourself to the channel and the panel.
Yes, sir. Senior. 00, like it says down there. Check out the hoodie. You mean this right here? You mean this one right here? Oh, okay.
So I see you got your package in the mail. Shout out to Sir Senior, man. I see you repping, got it on. Got the that's the tag flagship brand right there. Dreams require sleep, goals require effort. By yours truly, Marq Nash. And man, it's good to see you got your pack. It's good to see you wearing it, and it look good on you, man.
Yes, sir.
Repping. I'm wearing the other one right here. I'm wearing the one that says respect is free, disrespect can cost everything. So yeah, definitely support the brand. If you're trying to get one of those, email me your size, your address, and cash out me the payment. Or you can go to my website, marknash.com, and you can get it there as well. They are backed up. They are taking a while. It took me a while to get out this first order. Like I said last week, we had to set up a P.O. box, make sure we got the LLC set up, and make sure we're doing it all the right way. You know what I'm saying? We want to do it the right way, of course. And plus, I can't give all of y'all my personal address. I don't know y'all like that. So, so we had to set up the P.O. box, since I'm going to be doing a lot of this merch by hand. So we appreciate you guys, man, for supporting the show, supporting the channel, supporting the brand. And let's get right into it, man. Man, look at you over there rapping, man. That boy rapping. Yes. Yeah, so for the people who said I ain't sending nothing out and I ran off with the cash, no, man. I'm sending people their merch. Ricky got his today as well. I talked to him. He got his in the mail. And he got a different color, though. He got the gray with the black. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Yeah, and his little hard, too. Yeah, his stupid hard. Pause. Hold on. Where the drops at? Where are the drops? Talk about his little soup. I'm wilding.
Hey, you said it was gray. You was all stout. You give him the gray sweatpants.
Nah, he ain't get the sweatpants, man. He just got the top. It's white. Hey, leave me alone. Only reason he didn't get the black is the place that we went to get this stuff from, they are pretty much out of the black, and they're not ordering anymore. So I'm gonna have to get those from going up north to North Cross. So I got to get them from online, and then I'll just have them sitting in the attic or the garage boxed up until somebody order them. But they're not doing that anymore. They just doing T-shirts and stuff. Whatever they got, they selling that, and then they're not ordering anymore. So it is what it is, man. How was your weekend though, man? What you get into?
Good. Bittersweet. Family, man. Yeah, family. Take care of your family. Hit your loved ones up. Don't be like, well, I can hit them tomorrow or next week, whatever else, because it may not be there next week. It may not be there tomorrow. I got some church family that's really going through it. My actual family, blood family going through it. So You know, I just keep the prayers up and try to stay positive. But you gotta take care of yourself. That's what I always say: be blessed, be safe, be certain, man. You got to drink as much water as you can. Try to stay healthy. You see me? I always got a big bottle. You're on mute. You're on mute.
Hey man, somebody said in the private chat, they said your water bottle is overcompensation. They was like, you ain't got no cups in your house. Like, why you gotta have the big ass jug? I'm just saying.
Oh, that's to make sure I actually drink it. Because if I got cups, I get sick of it. I'll make sure I finish off the bottle and be like, okay, well that's a gallon. But if I don't drink, get a big bottle or put it in the big bottle or something like that, I probably won't finish off, a whole gallon.
Yeah, man. I ain't really get into nothing too crazy this weekend other than I got my new Mac finally. So it got here this afternoon. So I guess that was leading up, but like other things came for it, like the external drive, the case, things like that. The accessories came before it. But I'm super excited, man. I'm looking at it over here. I'm not even using it right now for this broadcast. I'm definitely going to be using it more to chop up the episodes and give you guys some clips. And yeah, I hope y'all enjoy it, man. And I appreciate everybody who helped the channel get to this far. We broke 1,400 over the weekend. That was cool. That was an eventful weekend. So shout out to us, as a community, as a team, helping grow the channel. Because like I said, I'm not doing this by myself. You know what I'm saying? You guys hitting the like button, you guys tuning in, leaving your comment, sharing it, supporting me when I go to other channels, helping, just helping the community grow as a whole. And I appreciate you all, and I don't take it for granted at all. But that was a milestone for the channel, definitely hitting 1,400. We cleared a lot of views, a lot of old views too, like based off people going back. I'm seeing that too in the analytics. People are going back looking at old episodes. So, excuse me. So that's always great to see that it is coming together little by little, bit by bit. And yeah, we all doing it together, man. I'm doing my part by coming out here trying to create the content. You guys are doing your part by sharing it, interacting with the channel. Because like I said, man, we definitely need those you guys to share it and like it and keep coming back. Leave those comments once the video drop. I reply to every comment, man. I try to. I don't just give you a like and a heart. I actually engage with you, good or bad. So with that said, man, it is Black History Month. You want to talk about that a little bit before we get into some boxing talk? Because it's a lot of boxing talk we got to get into, because a lot of things happen in the boxing community over the weekend as well. So we had just talked about Martin Luther King and how he would feel, and that was a crazy episode right there. And we were getting real political on the show at one point, but we do want to have a little fun with it, and you gotta make a joke here and there when situations are this serious. But today is a good day, celebration, right? It's Black History Month. First
Speaking
day
of Black history,
yes, man, I am Black History.
let's
That's
go.
right, because every time you see the playback, it's already happened. See, you know what I'm saying? That's history. See what I did there?
Yep.
Come on, man, they ain't with me, man. But
Black
yo, that's
history
what's
facts.
up, man.
We Black history. That's a fact. Let's go.
My man, that's what's up. But so what does Black history mean to you personally? I know it's a loaded question, but have fun with it. We got time.
Black history honestly means legacy. It means the future, because if you don't change, you're gonna repeat the future, good or bad. So you want to change the bad stuff, and you want to keep the good stuff the same and do more of it. So you need to look at your history to know where you came from, to know that certain things are possible, good and bad. You can say, well, no, that's not possible. This person wouldn't do this, or this person can't do this if it's bad. No, it's happened before. It can happen again. Um, well, it's a different time. Time repeats itself. Then you look at it on the good side. Well, I can't be this and I can't be that. But if a slave can be this, if somebody before a slave can be this, then that means you can be it too. And if not you, you can set it up so your child or your child's friend can do it. Sometimes it's somebody who don't even know you, who looks at you as inspiration, and they become great because you strive to be great. You missed the mark a little bit, but now they can make the mark and overachieve because you did it. So you're not just inspiration for yourself, you're inspiration for them as well.
I agree. I agree. Yes, indeed. I couldn't agree more. Um, I remember when the first time I remember hearing about Black history as a child. I remember we had a class. I can't remember what grade, but I know I was real young. It might have been like somewhere between first and third grade. I know that's a big learning curve, but I just remember being a kid, and like anywhere between 6 and 8. And we, you know how they make you go around class and read out loud, and they always had to pick certain people. I was always first one, raise my hand. But I knew no matter how bad I did very early, I just always had that mental thing right there where no matter how bad I read out loud, you ain't gonna call me no more. And I'm the first one to go, so it's nothing to really compare it to. I don't know how I even deciphered that at such a young age, but I knew it. So I would always do that, and I'll never forget. It was me and a young lady named Talisha. Shout out Talisha Kanyes, man. Shout out Talisha Kanyes, right? And I want to say we was in second or third grade. Was it? Matter of fact, it might not have been Talisha. Hold on, who was that? I take my shout out back. Talisha, you still cool, but I take my shout out back for this. But it was another girl in my class, and she read well, and also, so the teacher got with our parents and invited us to come to her church to read something about somebody during Black History Month. And I remember my figure was Joe Louis. So I had to learn all this about Joe Louis very young because I had to read it over and over. And you didn't supposed to have your paper. You got to know this, and you got to stand in front of. And it was like a Ebenezer Baptist Church. It was a big church, man. And I don't remember being nervous. I just remember nailing it because I just did it so many times. And yeah, man, that was my first experience that I remember with Black History Month as a child. And as I got older and older, I went through different feelings about it. I went through that, the normal feeling like why they got to give us the shortest month. You know what I'm saying? Until you do your history about it, then you be like, oh, okay. And then you realize that's just in America. Other places they celebrated like I wrote a couple of notes down over here, but it's some places that actually celebrate Black history in like I think it's in October in the UK or in the Netherlands, Ireland too. Who knew? I didn't even know that they had a Black History Month all over the place, like all over the world like that. Growing up, I just was like, they gave us the shortest month. Why we couldn't? And they gave us a cold month. Why we couldn't get July? You know what I'm saying? Why? You know what I'm saying? That is American history. Or give us August, like give us a jump. Give us a summer month. But man, the history of America, Black people are sewn into the tapestry of it, and it's not it. I know it sounds cliche. I heard somebody say it a few years ago when they was running their ads for Black history, but they said Black history is American history, or American history is Black history, one way or the other. You want to comment on any of that?
Yeah, I would love to jump in on that because that's honestly straight facts is that a lot of things that we've invented, we've helped build, we've helped produce and keep going is Black history. Um, but it's also American history. Without Black Americans, there would be no America as we know it. We would not been able to have America because even with the Civil War, that would have destroyed the country. Um, but we need the Black people to be able to do that. All the things that we invented, we would not have the country that we have now without Black people in the service. We wouldn't have the country that we have now. So we have to look at those things and say that, well, Black people are a part of this country and its history, and America owes it to us, and we owe it to ourselves It's not always somebody owe us something without us owing it to ourselves. And we owe it to keep producing and continuing Black history. So our Black history isn't just yesterday or a month ago or 10 years ago or 20 years ago. We are still making Black history right now because tomorrow will be history. Today will be history. So our children and their kids and their now great grandchildren can look at us and say, okay, well, that was the person who did this and that, instead of looking 20, 40, 60 years ago.
I agree. Shout out to William You Like to Know for the super chat. Shout out to Supreme Boxing Beast. I say Supreme Boxing Beast. Supreme Beast Boxing Talk. Cadillac Red. Clarence McLean. C-Mac, what up, though? Man, I like your sparring, man. I like your training videos that you do, man. Super motivational, man. I be going upstairs, hitting my bed, putting your videos on. You know what I'm saying? I was like, man, these boys out here getting ready for border wars or something. I was like, I got to get in shape, man. Rap Star came on the show the other day, told me he would beat me up. I was like, oh, man, I got to get tight. But I thought something was interesting about that, and just something that caught my eye the other day. My boy Eclipse is in the building. What up, though? Midwest.
What up, Pimpin'? What up? Don't mind me. Hold on, man. I just got home. I just got back from work. I got 1,000 things going on. That's nice. I had to tap in one time. Happy Black History, family. What's good, Nash? Happy Black History, man.
What up, big dog?
We still black, right? We black out here.
That's what.
Got my baby mom running around the background. Everybody say hi to my baby mom. This LBM, my lovely baby mama, aka Little Booty Meat. You know what I'm saying? Little Booty Meat. Man, what's that? And I'm breaking shit over her apartment. I don't even get.
Yeah, don't break nothing, man. Don't break nothing. You're gonna be kicked out. You're gonna be on the porch somewhere, man. Be careful now. Hey, man. But look, man, I just thought that something was interesting. I was looking at this list that I had right here. I'm gonna share the screen, and this is just 8 everyday items that were invented by Black people. And I just thought that you use every day. Might not have known this. Automatic elevator doors. So Black people are the reason why they ain't doing this no more. Like the brain gotta clank it over and then clank that over and pull this down. Automatic doors.
That sounds like something a Black dude would invent. Got tired of opening damn doors. I'm gonna tell you how he invented it. I'm gonna give you the Black History moment. See, he worked in a nice building.
Hold up. Story time.
All right. So there was a Black dude by the name of, let's just say his name was Cleophas. His name was Cleophas Jenkins. And Cleophas Jenkins, he was working in a real swanky building in Baltimore, you know what I'm saying, around the late 1800s. And they didn't understand he wasn't the porter dude opening the door, but every time he would come to the building, white folks would think he's the porter and act like he's supposed to open the door. So he said, you know what, I'm sick of this shit. We're going to make some automatic doors so these white folks going to stop acting like I'm going to be sitting here opening the door. I ain't no damn porter. I'm trying to tell you.
Hey, look, but believe it or not, a lot of people don't notice that is how a lot of these inventions were made. Like, these guys were just trying to make their job easier. You get what I'm saying? Or just innovative, sitting around looking like, hey, there's a need for this. Of course, we know about the 3-way stoplight, right? That's crazy. Every day. Refrigerated trucks. I did not know that. Did y'all know that?
Yeah, I know that.
I didn't know that. Refrigerated trucks. The ironing board. I can believe it. Home
that was a Black woman right there. She got tired.
Come on, man.
She had to iron some clothes and she had to cook and everything. So she got tired of ironing clothes on the kitchen table while the kids were making breakfast because they kept spilling grits and shit.
On the bed. Yeah, or burning the bed. I know that one right there. Yeah, I know that one. I know how she did that for real. Home security system.
Yep.
Black people invented a home.
That makes sense.
But actually, that do make sense because we had home security. I mean, look at how we even booby trapped our pyramids and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? You know, Black folks wasn't on that.
See, I thought you were about to say something about pit bulls or something. I thought you had another joke. I was ready. I got my finger on the trigger. I got my finger on the trigger when Mike pulled up.
You know what I'm saying? Black folks, we've been had that. Back in the days when we used to ride around on rhinoceroses and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? You come into the crib, you might have you might have an alligator right by the door. You know what I'm saying? It was real in Africa. So I believe we invented security.
Right. Man, shout out to
Fun fact.
everybody. Real quick, man. Shout out to everybody that pulled up, man. I appreciate you guys. Make sure y'all smash the like on your way into the room. See BPK in here trolling. Shout out to Boker. I think you a first timer over here, so that's dope. Neophyte Boker. Is that Baker? Boker? Baker?
Yeah, that's
get it?
Neo.
Okay.
That's brother Neo. You spoke to him a couple times before.
Okay, on another channel, right?
Yeah.
Salute, man. I'm glad you pulled up. All right, go ahead. Give me a fun fact. Go ahead, Eclipse.
Fun fact on a security note: there was a tribe from the first dynasty of Kemet in the cities of Meroe and Napata before we moved more towards the Mediterranean. And there was a tribe that now is in more like central Ethiopia, but they were called the Medjai. And the Medjai were such great warriors that the Pharaoh would always have Medjai as his elite guard. And the Medjai became the precursor for what we now have a police force, because after a while, even Persian kings and non-African kings, it was a sign of your power to have at least 5 or 6 Medjai warriors guarding your king.
I didn't know that. Did you know that, Sir Senior? Is that a mic fact?
No, that's actually a fact. You got to, you know what I'm saying? That's actually a fact. Yeah. The Medjai were actually the precursors to the Essenes and Zealots. And if you know, for all y'all brothers who grew up in the church, as you know, the Essenes and Zealots, those were those hard rock Ethiopians that Jesus ran around with. You feel what I'm saying? And so that's why that group, that whole culture from them tribes were so warlike and like thuggish, because they go back to the pharaohs. Like another thing, like people misinterpret when they say turn the other cheek. That was an old Ethiopian thing from the Medjai, because the Medjai were such warriors that if you slapped him, he would turn the other cheek, not to be a pacifist, that's in the sense of do it again. You feel what I'm saying? Because if you do it again, I'm going to off you. That's something that they don't teach us, you know what I'm saying, in modern times. But that's where the whole turn the other cheek came from. That was an Ethiopian custom. Like if dude just steal on you, you'd be like, oh, okay, do it again, punk.
Yeah, it wasn't just a thing of giving them a chance to rethink it. It was also like a dare. It was like,
I dare you to do it again.
Like I let the first one slide, try me again. So it wasn't a thing of just being a punk. It was more so of, I understand you tripping, but do it again and I'm gonna show you tripping. That
exactly.
That's where it came from. And like I try to get that out to people, but people don't understand that. But
Well, a lot of people don't want to understand that, because let's be honest, we do live in a Christian, nothing against Christianity, but a Christianity dominated society, and the narrative of turn the other cheek, being passive, got pushed on us so much to keep us docile as slaves that a lot of people were just ingrained and indoctrinated with that. When everyone studies the history of Aramaic culture and North African and especially Ethiopian culture of the Essenes and Zealots, that was a very important thing. Like you said, it was a dare. Like if you do something, I dare you to do it again, because as you know, brother, you sound like you know what I'm talking about. The Essenes and Zealots used to go hard, to where it was like, yeah, all right, you do it again, I'm gonna kill you. I ain't just gonna beat you up, I'm gonna kill you. So I'm gonna let you get this one off. But if you do it again, it's a wrap.
Exactly. And that's the thing is, most people, that's why I say people be reading the Bible, but they don't really read the Bible, because common sense says that the only time Jesus was pacifist was when he was, or what they call Jesus was pacifist, was when actually he was, being put on the cross. Because remember, he went into church and saw them selling in the church, and he beat them up and braided a whip together and beat them with that.
Mm-hmm.
So think about that. Think about how bad of a man you got to be to fight that many people, break up their money, and kick them all out while braiding a whip. So that shows you that he could do multiple things, and he had them.
Remember, he had them goons with him, though. Remember, Yahshua never went nowhere without his goons. Everyone always forgets that. You know what I'm saying? Yep. He had goons with him on deck. He kept up because he grew up in Ethiopia with Judas, and Judas and him brought a lot of Essenes and
Zealots. What you call them goons? Jesus said the goons.
Do you know? Do you know the historical reference
Yeah,
of Essenes and Zealots?
no,
These
no, no,
dudes were
yeah.
some of the
But
most fierce.
listen, but look, you said he rolled with goons. He Sir say he over there braiding switches and can do cornrows. Like, so Jesus can do it. He can do carpet. He can do cornrows. He can whoop some ass. He roll with them goons.
He
Sound
was a
like a lot
real
of brothers
dude.
we grew up with, right? Sound like a lot of cats we grew up with, right?
That's how
You
I knew
know
he
what I'm
was
saying?
black. That's how I knew he was black. Even though my mom taught me that, and my dad taught me that, even though he wasn't as much in the Bible, but they taught me those things, and I learned it, studying history from my mentors and everything else. But when I read the Bible and really read it, actually really read it for myself, I knew he was black. Like, he don't sound like nothing but a black man. What white dude sound like that? What white dude, can braid and fight at the same time? I never heard of that. What white dude, is going to take you out on a trip and make you laugh while teaching you something and then break bread with you? He literally broke bread with you. So what white man, going to do that? Especially a
What
white
white
man
dude?
with a perm.
What
Come
white
on
dude's gonna take you to the top of a mountain to have a fish fry?
now. That part.
That ain't
So you got to
disrespectful.
look
It was a fish fry. He had 5 loaves of fish and he fed 5,000. He had 5 fish and 5 loaves of bread and fed 5,000. That's some black stuff. Anybody who grew up in the projects in that one way know what it is. Don't act like you ain't went half on a slice with your homeboy. Don't act
So
like
at
we
now,
didn't
so
get it
now,
from the
Je-
mud.
now Jesus making fish sticks too.
Man, you already know. He making
Like, you can
bricks.
look, chopping it up. He's stretching it out.
Exactly. You know what
They
I'm
ain't, hey,
saying?
look, they
Hey,
ain't say he fed it whole fish. Look, they might have made some stew.
exactly. He made, you know what I'm saying? He probably had a little bit of rice and
Stretch it,
stretch, like you said, stretch it out.
stretch it out, boy. Hey, man. Let me ask you this though. So, while I got you here, before we get, cause we gonna get into some boxing talk. Ugas got elevated. Pacquiao and Garcia are supposed to fight. Ugas is supposed to fight Spence. We want to get into some of that as well. But definitely, I want your take on this. I think, Brother Neo want to pull up too and speak. Yeah, it's cool, man. Like, he said, something about y'all got this. Nah, man, it's open panel, open channel, man. It's all love. Long as you show respect, give respect, man, you're always gonna be welcome over here, right? What does Black History Month mean to you, or how old were you the first time you even heard of Black History Month? Like,
Uh,
your first memory of, like,
well,
hold on,
not
we
try
got
to
a
get too
month.
Yeah, not try to get too deep or long-winded, but I was raised in the old ways. I'm actually a trade griot. You know what I'm saying? I'm Seminole and Haitian, like I told you. You know what I'm saying? So my Geechee,
Tell people who listening who don't know what that means. You said, say it again.
my bloodline is I am Seminole and I am Haitian. And so there's my family's kind of split between people who are just black people and the black people who still practice the old ways. I got a lot of cousins who's big into what I'm saying, Ifa culture, basically the Orishas, or they're into the Loa, that's what we call it, and in Haiti, the spirits and everything like that. And so I was always raised, learning about the Haitian Revolution, General Dessalines, and being trained as a griot from a child. I had to remember the line of kings, from the first kings of Sumer all the way to the kings of Africa, all the way to the European kings, the Asian kings, and then in my studies I started learning about chiefs and saying Incas and stuff like that, and Latin America, what we now call Latin America, and I started learning about that because I learned how Mansa Musa sent an expedition to America over like 600 years before Columbus was even born. And that's why the Olmecs have very Negro features, because the Olmecs were actually a West African outpost set up by Mansa Musa, or actually 4 kings before Mansa Musa, but Mansa Musa was the one who really profited from it, because by that time trade had been fully normalized, and that's one of the reasons why Mansa Musa had so much gold and so much money, is because he was tapped in with the brothers over here in the New World. So I knew Black history to me is like every day. Like, I'm a griot, so it's fucked up. I know too much.
Bro, we got to bring you back for an episode one day, man. You can just go into all of that and just say it slower, and we can do our Googles and pull it up, and so we can see what you're talking about, because you said a lot of words, a lot of names. Like, some people who listen, man, they don't know that stuff, man. These dudes know how to roll Kush blunts.
But they
They can
don't know
make some
Kush is a
beats.
place.
Come on, man. They all, man. Right, right.
They don't know Kush is the
They don't know
place.
when you say a old man, they gonna think that's a string, a strand or something. You know what I'm saying? These boys
Yeah,
ignorant, or they gonna think that's a new plug-in for Pro Tools. They be like, so you got the new
right.
Omic? You
I'm
bullshit.
gonna download that. But yeah, the
You got a
Olmecs,
crack? Yeah, right. Yeah, but
the Olmecs, if you ever looked at like Mesoamerican art, the Olmecs were the you see them with the broad noses and the round faces, and they got dotted all over the New World. You see all them giant stone heads that are obviously a black dude's head, but you know everyone doesn't like talking about it because they were found in America and they predate the Aztecs and the Incans. They don't like you to know that black folks was here. But if you study anthropology, anybody who knows anything about anthropology, the pre-Clovis people is what they call them, and anthropologists acknowledge them as being African, but they call them the pre-Clovis people. You feel what I'm saying? They don't want to call them Africans. And these were people who lived in the New World long before any tribe crossed the Bering Strait. They even proved that through genetics and anthropology. Thank you for that, Mark. Yeah, those are the Olmec. Those are the Olmec statues right there. And as you can see, that's not a Mexican. No offense to my Latin brothers. No offense, La Raza, Brown and Proud. I love y'all, but yeah, I used to get into when I stayed in a state by the border. I'd get into it with a lot of Mexicans because a lot of Mexicans don't like hearing that. But then you'd be surprised. You got a lot of Mexicans who know that. You got a lot of Mexicans who are proud of that. You got a lot of Mexicans who are actually more down for the cause and the culture than most black folks. The second president of Mexico was a black man, actually a Seminole by the name of Jose Carrera, who ran to Mexico trying to escape Andrew Jackson when he was fighting my ancestors in Florida and the Trail of Tears and shit. So he came to Mexico and eventually became the second president of Mexico.
Yep. Just like when I learned more like about the Inca tribes when I really started learning about jewelry, especially American jewelry, because the gold and the silver comes from Inca. That's where the lower eye on the diamond scale, where they tell you they call them Inca. They used to call them Inca diamonds. The eyes, um, ones, it was Inca diamonds because it was a low scale diamond. It was um, couldn't they look on the scale of from flawless to eyes and all of that. So I learned more about the Inca tribe again when I really start researching jewelry, and you'll see that
Right.
like gold and silver, a lot of that stuff comes from the Native Americans and Black Native Americans at that.
Yeah. Well, Elijah Muhammad, like if you want to get into the teachings of Elijah Muhammad, he said that for long before albinism became a trait that started coming in, being dominant in certain tribes who got banished to the Caucasus Mountains, and they eventually became a tribe that the Caucasus Mountains and those rebel tribes that were banished all started had no choice but to breed together, and thus white genes became dominant. Albinism became dominant. Before all that took place, there was 30 million blacks and some like 15 to 15 million what they call red men, or they were Asiatic black men with the N-star 32 gene, which is an epidural fold of the eyes, which basically is your slanted eye stuff that came from a form of Down syndrome. That's why the Asian race is called the Mongoloid race and Down syndrome is called Mongoloidism. The N-star 32 gene, but if you study genetics, they were black people. There was a tribe of, there were certain tribes that came from the second great migration out of Africa who were the red man. You know what I'm saying? And these red men with these slanted eyes, you know what I'm saying? They came up and they went in through Asia. They got on boats and they sailed all through what's now the South Pacific. They became your Aborigines, your Pacific Islanders, your Maori, your Tongan, your Samoans, which are great people, by the way. And they are for the culture. They know they're part of the diaspora. It's sad. There's a lot of people that's a part of the African diaspora that are more down than black people. It is sad. And they know the truth. But if you told a black person this, he'd be ready to cut you.
You can even tell a lot about where somebody comes from by the shape of their eyes in general.
go ahead. You cooking? Go ahead.
Oh yeah, no, it's just like even simple things like did you know the reason, like I heard you mention that you didn't know that the UK and all like that celebrates Black History Month. Like, did you know they were blacks all through Europe? Like, all like hell, you know what I'm saying? My Haitian side, I'm a Moor. I'm a French and Italian Moor through my Haitian side. We first came to the New World in 1670 as French and Italian nobles. We were never slaves. You know what I'm saying? In fact, we own slaves, black and white slaves. There's Irish people who live down right where you are, Nash, and Georgia and all like that, who got my family's last name. That's because we bought them and brought them over here. And that was their job, that when the spook hunters would come and try to take our children and everything, it was the Irish dude's job to come running around talking about, get your hands off my niggers, get your hands off my niggers. And then they give the kids back. And then we'd be like, all right, thanks. Now go back, get to work. And that's why we let, saying these Irish people work our land, because they were basically a buffer zone from the regular white folks. So we brought a lot of Irish and German. We bought a lot of Irish and German people who we had work our land. And they would basically, even in Europe, say our cousins who pass en blanc, as they say in Creole and everything like that, who like were fair skinned. So how we would play it off is that the damn, Screech died. That's fucked up, man. But we had we would take our fair skinned cousin, the cousin who passed for white. He would act like he's the lord of the house. You feel what I'm saying? And that way nobody messed with the family's money. So, the lighter skinned cousins would get to act like they're the actual nobles. But if you actually knew the dynamic of the family, it probably was that old black dude or that old black woman who everyone thought was the maid or the butler who ran everything. And that's why I love the movie Django. I thought that white boy did a dope thing, Quentin Tarantino. You saw who ran Candyland. All Leonardo DiCaprio did was put on clothes and talk shit, and he probably didn't even dress himself. You feel what I'm saying? It was Sam who ran that damn plantation. You feel what I'm saying?
Who is that nigga on that
On the
man?
man. Oh, you better stop. Don't get me started.
He was like, yo, he said, you gonna let them sleep in a big house?
You
Well,
understand?
go ahead. We just gotta burn the sheets afterwards anyway.
He said, I understand why I gotta listen to y'all, but why I gotta take lip off this nigga? You want me to treat him like white folks' Big Daddy? No.
No. That's not what I said.
Oh, man, you gotta love racism. It's funny.
Shout out Punch Drunk in the building. King Asia Math in the building. King Asia Math, I sent yours off through UPS today. You should get that. Yeah, but you should get that pretty soon. But it's sent off. And I threw you another piece in there as well. You see Sir Senior got his merch on right now. He over here repping. Shout out comedian Miss Lips in the building. King Mitch in here cracking the jokes, keeping the chat lit. When you like to know is still here. Shout out to you for that super chat. Really helps with the visibility of the show. Really helps grow the channel. And it really shows me that you appreciate the content. So thank you. Shout out to Supreme Boxing Beats as well for the super chat. Y'all ready to get into some matter of fact? Neo, talk to us, man. Thank you for being patient. You still with us?
Yes, sir. I'm still here.
Talk to us, man. Introduce yourself to the channel and the panel and let people know what you do and how they can get in touch with you.
Not a problem. Not a problem. Again, thanks for letting me onto the panel. My name is Neo. Neophyte Bokor is what I go by. Obviously, that's not my real name, but it is what I identify with. I guess you would call me, if you're Haitian, you should know what a Bokor is, technically.
I know. I'm here.
All right, you hip to the game, so I don't have to explain that too much. All right, because I don't like to focus too much on it, but I do practice. I have been practicing for a while now. Now, this whole Black History Month discussion, y'all been chopping it up, spit knowledge. This is the first time I could jump on a panel, sit back and listen to y'all, spit the knowledge. I don't have to explain none of this history, and I'm enjoying it, thoroughly enjoying, the content you guys are speaking on. Also, all the talking points from the OMEC to the King with the Golden Touch. We'll go ahead and talk about that later. All the way to American history, and the only thing I can add to that right now, personally, is the Blackfoot tribe or direct descendants from the Olmec, but that's a lot of hidden history that you would have to navigate through Mexican culture. I'd like to throw in John Horse as well as one of those people that were.
Hey, brother, I don't mean to cut you off.
And there. Yes, sir.
brother, I don't mean to cut you off, but I just got to say something. I love you. I love you. I love you 1,000 times. I wasn't even going to do this to flex, but you just named. I'm a direct blood descendant of John Horst and Chief Osceola. Okay, a direct
Oh,
blood
yeah.
descendant.
See, people just don't talk about John Horst. You need to say these names. You got to say these
Man, he was
names.
the
If it
first
wasn't for
Osama
him,
bin
a lot
Laden.
of us wouldn't even be here. Yeah.
He was
But
the
yeah,
first
man.
bin Laden.
Yeah. Hey, like for real, like real talk. They told him that, hey, we're gonna provide some land for settlement for y'all. As soon as he get across that Florida border, they send the freaking Union Army after him. Not only the Union Army, but the Southern Army too. The rebels came after him, trying to throw him into slavery. He was like, fuck that shit, and went to Mexico. Managed to outrun these people, and the slaves that actually tried to follow him got hunted down by the Cherokee, which where you get the Trail of Tears. You know, this is some history, some shadow history and whatnot, but you practice the voodoo, and you're gonna find this history in that. But not to divert from the show. That's who I am. I'm a history dude. I'm also a truck driver. As a matter of fact, I'm on the road now, enjoying the show, and I really want you guys to get into the content about the boxing, because I can't wait to hear you guys talk about that, and some of the music too, man. The last show I missed, that music was lit. I gotta be honest with you, for it being like the underground music and whatnot. I like listening to stuff like that, especially out here on the road. All right, I'm gonna put my
For
mic
sure.
on. I'm put
Yeah,
my
you.
mic on mute.
Nah, you just got low out of nowhere though. Your volume just dropped dramatically.
All right. Oh,
Yeah, yeah. You still with us though, right? All right. Well, with that, let's get right into it, man. Excuse me. So let's get right into it, man. Y'all seen the news? Y'all saw what happened? Y'all see what's on the screen, right? Manny Pacquiao, Ryan Garcia. Do I gotta spell it out? Do y'all know what's going on? Okay, basically, Manny Pacquiao is now the champion in recess. And with that same news, he issued a challenge to Ryan, not the other way around, right? And Ryan was like, yeah, I'm gonna fight Pacquiao and get this bag, right? You see them standing beside each other. Now, granted, Pacquiao is technically always been a smaller welterweight. He's always been, he came up, what, eight division champ, right? So let's be clear. The power, the speed, the skill set, the IQ is there. We all know height don't win fights, right? Skill, will, determination wins these bouts. But even seeing them standing side by side, man, it looks. Look at the size of Manny's head and the width of his back, right? You see what I'm saying? I don't know what weight they're gonna fight at. I'm gonna pass it around. Let me ask you guys: are you excited about this fight?
Um, I knew it was all cap in the beginning because it's already they said, oh well, the fight's not going to happen and all of that. But I knew it was all cap because I started watching because I watch Ryan Garcia real close. I've been watching him since he first really came out, especially to mainstream, but a little before that, but especially when he came out to mainstream. Um, and I noticed he had a pattern of consistently hyping stuff up. And because that's how he got his following, he has more following on Instagram than he does in the boxing world. So it's like he got more following as a modeling, underwear and crap
Oh
like
my,
that
oh my.
than actually boxing. So I knew it was going to be something kind of funny. I already saw how Manny Pacquiao was moving. He didn't want that smoke from Bud because Bud is the smoke. He didn't want, what I'm saying, to fight the truth because Errol Spence is the truth. That's their names for a reason. And he been dodging Bud his whole career, almost Bud's whole career. So he was trying to find his easy way out. He might fight Ugas, or find something stupid to do because now that Ugas is up. But I don't know, because of his seniority, they might find a way to stop the Errol Spence Ugas fight. I don't mean to jump too far down there into the future. I'll bring it back.
All right, go ahead. Go ahead, Mike.
Um,
Are you excited about this fight? Let's start there.
not
And
really.
and y'all let me know in the chat too. As we talking, I'm gonna put the questions up on the screen as I do, and you guys stay with us with the topics and let us know in the comments what you guys think as we discuss these same topics. Go ahead, Mike. So you're not excited at all?
Mm-mm.
Hey man, what was that drink you was telling me about?
Oh, some of this right here, this good old slave water, this Uncle Nearest.
Uncle Nearest. I keep forgetting. I'm scared to
Yeah,
drink it.
yeah.
I'm scared to drink it because you was lit that night, but you was on point though. You was still on point. You was still
You
on
know, I
point.
crashed my damn Jeep later on that night, fucking around
No, man, don't tell me that.
off the slave water. It's all good, man. Shit, I still got my side panel fucked up. I'm about to fix it when I give a fuck. But right now, yeah, sometimes you just, I was driving and this pole just came out of nowhere, real disrespectful. You know what I'm saying? Just disrespectful. This damn pole just came and
It just
just
jumped
want to
right
just
in front
ruin
of
the
the
whole.
car. Oh
Yeah,
man, that's fucked up, man. That's messed up.
yeah, I
Did
think
you
the
cry?
pole was racist.
Well, you cry? Did you cry though? Like, where you heard it all? Like, how fast were
Man,
you
I got
going?
out my car. My dude was laughing. I got out my Jeep. My dude was laughing at me. I looked around. I was so goddamn drunk. He was like, "What you gonna do?" I said, "Man, shit, I'm going home." I went home, my ass to sleep, forgot I wrecked my damn car, went out to go to work, looked at my damn car, like I was ready to grab my.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I couldn't hold it back no more.
Oh no, it's fun. No, it was funny. Listen, no, I'm running around with my pistol for a few minutes, like who the fuck fucked up my car, and then I had to remind myself, oh, I did that shit. Oh damn.
All right, all right, all right, all right, all right. Let's get back on track though. Let's get back focused.
Oh,
So
before you
are
do that,
you are
Uncle
you
Nearest is
excited?
actually owned by Von Weaver, and Uncle Nearest is a black dude who helped make Jim Beam what it is.
Yeah, look,
Jack
we
Owned
Daniels.
and
look. He
ran by
gave look.
Von
He gave
Weaver,
us
a
look.
black
He
man.
gave us the whole history lesson on it. I just wanted to know the drink.
Yeah, I was trying to
They ain't
rewind
paying
for
us,
the
man.
for the playback.
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. I'm about to say they ain't paying us for the promo. But look, it's all love though. Let's get back on. Let's get back on point. Are you excited about this fight?
I'm not excited about the fight. This is what I was talking about on World Combat's channel. I think that Ryan Garcia is being propped up to be the next De La Hoya. I have he'll probably go in there
You freezing up a little bit.
and they're probably going to give it to him. You know what I'm saying? They'll
Hey,
probably give him the
hey,
fight, and
hey,
then once he
hey. You
wins that
freezing
fight,
up. You
he'll
coming
have
in and
all
out,
the
big dog.
leverage or whatever to duck Spence. He's definitely going to duck Bud because though nobody wants none of that Crawford smoke right now, not even Spence. And Ryan Garcia is just going to keep getting back.
Hey, you keep coming in and
Let me
out,
see
big
what's going on
dog.
with my
Hey,
signal.
yo,
But
yo,
yeah,
yeah, yo, yo,
I
yo.
just think it's the politics at work. I think it's the machine,
Can the brother
especially with
even
Connect.
hear me talking?
Yeah, it's cool.
Okay, look, yeah, I just want to make sure you can hear me talking to you. Hey, your signal was chopping real bad. It's not making for the best audio experience. Some of that was chopped off. Uh, um, just stay with me right there. Let the I don't know if you own speakerphone, but click the audio mic settings on StreamYard and let them know if you're listening on speakerphone or how you're listening. It might be set on default, or if you got a headset, that'd be ideal. But let's go to Neo. Neo, talk to me, man. Are you excited about this fight?
Not in the least. I haven't really been excited about boxing ever since this pandemic. I mean, the amount of gym time that a lot of these athletes need has been lacking, and it's starting to really show, especially when they jump in the ring. You can tell that like they haven't been able to be at their peak performance like how they used to be, right? So I'm not too excited about the presentation. I mean, this is a performance. I mean, you got to get out here and you got to give your 110, and they're at their 80. So I'm not too excited because I like to be technical when I watch fights. I like to watch the footwork. I like to see where they're hitting from, if they've been trained to throw punches from the lower body or not. Stuff like that is what's entertaining to me. Body mechanics, things of that nature, and I can see it, and it's flawed to me. I'm like, bruh, this is this is garbage to me. So no, I'm not really looking too forward to it. I'm gonna still watch it, but it is what it is. It's just not. They don't have enough time in the gym, in my opinion.
Okay. All right, so let me ask you guys this: does anybody know what weight they're supposed to fight at? I'm gonna ask that to you guys in the chat because I heard it's supposed to be a catch weight. Like I think Ryan's supposed to come up to 142. I could be wrong though, so don't quote me on that. Please don't quote me, and don't kill me in the comments. So but does anybody know what weight they're supposed to fight at?
I don't know. It didn't make sense because Ryan just came out with before they said that they was the Oscar De La Hoya's people said that they won't want to have the fight now. But right before that, the day before that, Ryan came out and said, "Oh well, this is no longer going to be an exhibition. We're putting our names on the line and our belts on the line." Now I was trying to figure out what belt he got to put on the line, but anyway. So I mean, I guess he was putting his Louis Vuitton belt on the line. I was like, okay, they fighting for the Gucci belt. Okay.
No. He did say our names and our records. Our records are on the line. He didn't say belts though. I don't think he said that because he said we putting it all on the line. We putting our names and our records and everything. But my statement, but my statement to the people was, well, why did Pacquiao become a champion in recess then? To fight you. You get what I mean? So something like I don't get that. So they must be fighting at a weird weight, right?
Yeah, and then that's why I don't know. I think they said that Ryan's team ran back out of the negotiations, so now that fight may not even happen. It's a bunch of foolishness, really. It's a really bunch of fool. I think both of them playing games and they trying to duck everybody in their divisions. Manny Pacquiao ducking. He's like, man, I'm about to be everything in my country. I'm already a, official. I'm trying to be everything in my country.
He's a senator, right?
Yeah. So he's like, I ain't got time to get no real black eye. Let me fight this little kid.
There, you hit the nail on the head, my brother. Just like I said, I think this is just a boxing machine giving Manny Pacquiao one good payday so he can bow out gracefully while they prop it up Ryan Garcia to put him on a pedestal. And if he is able to get the win over Manny Pacquiao, then they will legitimately be able to talk around anybody else in his division. And he'll get a couple little gimme fights, and then he's going to go back to modeling. And like I keep saying, that little glitter boy is going to get his OnlyFans page and get his bag.
Why y'all don't like Ryan Garcia? Ryan can box, man. The kid is talented, man.
Yeah, he's talented.
I mean, there's a lot of talented kids, man.
He's a better model, though.
Thank you. I think basically, if you take away his looks, ain't nobody looking at him. Like dude said, his Instagram followers, he went through the roof modeling underwear, and I ain't mad at you. Go on and get that. Ladies like you, they think you hot. Do it. You feel what I'm saying? I've had artists that I'll tell like, yo, I see like an artist, he wants to be a gangster and he's making music with me. But every time we do a show, I'm watching the ladies respond to him. I'm like, dude, you need to come get all these booty shake songs with me or whatever and go to your demographic. I think Ryan Garcia, once he gets his little payday and a couple belts, he's going to be in the movies. He ain't messing with boxing. I'm trying to tell you, he's just out getting the bag. And I ain't mad at him, but let's not act like that's not what's going on.
Especially he fights with his chin up. Like he throws crazy punches. He throws a lot of punches, but he throwing with his chin up. Like I never seen that fighting style ever in life. Like I don't know. I'm trying to think of even an animal that does that fights with their chin up. Like kangaroos don't even do that, and they be on their back tail. So like I don't know how you do that. Or you.
He nice, man. It
last
works,
time
but it's working though.
Last time I checked, Pacquiao likes to aim for that chin if you leave it out there. He may have
That
not
part.
been in the ring for 2 years, but Pacquiao will aim for your chin every time. So Loma might have a problem on his hands. But the only reason why I don't think they got too much to worry about is because, again, Pacquiao hasn't been really in the gym to really get back in shape. And he's older now, so he really needs that work. He's a good technical fighter, so he's got that on his side. But if you ain't in that gym, you're going to be sluggish. It's going to be a sluggish fight, I think.
Yeah, most definitely.
I went by Zoe on this one. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'm gonna leave it alone. I don't want to hate on little buddy, but I just don't really. I'm not a fan. I'm not a believer. He
Well, let me
good.
ask you this. Who would you rather see Ryan Garcia fight next? Because you don't want to see this fight, right? You're not excited about this. Who would you rather see him fight next? What would get you excited?
I mean, if he's messing with the weights and he's going up, I'll even shoot. I like what I saw out of Caleb Plant, even though we didn't finish it
We're
like I
gonna we
wanted
gonna we
to.
gonna
I
we
like
gonna we gonna get to
what I
that
seen
after
out of
this.
Plant. You know,
We're
because
gonna
I
get
know
to
he's
that
not
after
going to do
this.
that Spence work.
Hey, we gonna get to the Caleb Plant fight after this. But who would you rather see Ryan Garcia fight if not Pacquiao? And then we're gonna go into who would you rather see Pacquiao fight instead of Ryan Garcia, and then we're gonna get into the Caleb Plant fight. I just didn't want you to jump
Honestly,
the
if he
gun with
ain't,
the. Go ahead.
I'm with you. Honestly, for how Ryan talks, I need to see him with. I need to see him with one of them. He keeps calling out Tank. We know we don't want that Tank smoke, but go on and give him what he want. If he, what I'm saying, but he, his management team was smart and got him out of that one. And Bud spent somebody, I would like to see the young bulls work it out. What was it, about a month ago? World Combat hit that bar that I just love. I love that bar. Turn that into a hook. He was like, man, you don't ever catch a whole wherever in the history and in nature do you see a whole bunch of young bulls sharing the grass? That's not supposed to happen. And they letting all these young bulls graze on the same grass. And the boxing fan in me just does. I don't feel it's natural. I feel like that goes against the spirit of the sport. You let them bulls lower their heads and duke it out. That way you have a true alpha dog, not a whole bunch of people on Instagram talking about, yeah, they the king or they whatever. Like, if you going to be that, be
that. Sir, who would you rather see Ryan Garcia fight next? Since you're not
Um,
excited about the Manny Pacquiao fight.
Most definitely, I want to see him fight Devin Haney. He don't want that. Tank, he doesn't want that. But the next thing, so if he really about it, this is what I'm gonna say. I'm about to throw it out there.
Why are you saying he doesn't? Look, he worked hard to be in the mandatory position for Haney. He got an offer to fight Manny Pacquiao. That's a bigger bag. Or fighting Tank would be a bigger bag than his mandatory. Like, it's not his fault that fighting Devin Haney isn't the biggest check he can get out there.
No, he
right?
blatantly said he don't want to fight Devin Haney because that's his hardest fight. He said that everybody else are easier fights than Devin Haney. He said that on multiple occasions.
Okay,
So
I got to pull that up. I got to see that. I didn't see that
yeah,
clip.
I'll send that to you because he's definitely said that multiple times.
So he doing like Arrow. He taking the easy route.
Exactly.
Oh, okay.
He want to take the easy route. He's definitely doing that. But Shakur Stevenson.
wow.
He said he's about it. He said he's ready. He said he's hungry. He's a king. Shakur Stevenson.
Didn't he just fight at 130? He just went up from 126 to 130. He only fought one time at 130, right?
Mm-hmm.
So he's ready to go up to fight Ryan Garcia at 135.
Yes, Shakur Stevenson is like that.
But it's no strap on the line. It's just the name. It's like if he beats Shakur Stevenson, they're gonna say you're supposed to beat him. You're bigger. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, they might say that, but not really, because Shakur Stevenson is like that. Shakur Stevenson don't nobody want to fight him. And Shakur Stevenson fights. He'll fight 2, 3 times in a year. Ain't nobody else. What? Canelo? That's the only other person who's fighting 2, 3 times in a year in the
Um,
whole boxing world.
when the last time Canelo fought 3 times in a year, man? Come on now. And who is he fighting? What's the
Come
level of
on, don't they
competition?
have a Ain't that Canelo who got a fight right now? That's not Canelo who got a fight.
I
Hold on.
didn't hear
Let me
about it.
do my let me pull it back up.
Pull it back up. Like, did he fight 3 times in 2020? I don't remember the last time Canelo fought 3 times in a year. He fights on when he's supposed to fight. Cinco de Mayo and Mexican Independence Day. September and May,
Uh-huh.
right? That's when he. But this time he fought in like December though, I
Yeah.
think, because he had that contract dispute. Because they was like, you need to fight Triple G. He said, He said, no, I'm not. Hit it with the James Brown. No, I'm not. Somebody said, what happened to Slim Jesus? I guess he must be talking about my boy Big Pub Killer. He don't do boxing, man. So if y'all ever want to get him off the show, man, just start talking about boxing. Be like, yo, did you see the fight? He'll be like, yo, Mark, I'm out, yo. See you on Friday. Yo, that dude hate when we start talking about boxing, but it's all good though. We got to talk about it, man. This is a good boxing news, so we got to talk about it. Neo, talk to me. Who would you rather see Ryan Garcia fight next instead of Pacquiao? Since none of you guys are excited about the fight, and I don't judge you for not being excited about it. That's pretty much the consensus of what I'm getting from everybody. Nobody's really excited about it, other than his fans and the Pacquiao fans, and that's okay too. It's enough for them if he can translate those Instagram followers into ticket sales or in pay-per-view buys. Hey, chain when the celly ring. Good job. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
But go ahead. Who would you like to see him fight
that's where the
next?
money is. I mean, yeah, I'm gonna have to go with Canelo, I guess. I mean, because like
Hold
when
on.
you're really
He
looking at it,
can't.
you're looking at
You
youth
said
versus youth.
Canelo. No. Ryan Garcia is not about to
This
fight
is,
Canelo, man.
yeah, I know that he's not gonna. He can't.
No. Why?
He's not
No,
ready
I
for
said.
that.
So who would you rather see him fight next, if not
But that's what I
Pacquiao?
would like.
You joking, man? Canelo fighting at 168.
I really don't have a good opinion on that. To be honest with you.
Oh, do you know any other fighters at 135? Are you familiar with those guys?
At what weight?
At lightweight, the 135. Teofimo, Devin Haney, Lomachenko, Comey. Who else is right there? Actually, I got to pull it up right here. Let's put it on the screen. Is this the lightweights? I can't see.
Yeah, I see it.
Is that the lightweights?
No.
There
There it is. There it is.
That's the lightweights. All right. All right. So this is the list right here of who else
He
he
could
could
do
be out
that,
here fighting.
Lomachenko. He could do that. Lomachenko need another fight anyway.
Man, I would love to see him fight Lomachenko, but do you think that's a bigger fight for him fighting Lomachenko coming off a loss than fighting Devin Haney for the WBC?
Yeah, actually, because
Fighting-
Lomachenko gonna go in there trying to hurt him to prove something that loss was just a loss, but I'm still here. And Devin Haney gonna just try to point him out. I got nothing personal against Devin Haney, but I've been on record and I'll stay on record and stand on it. You know what I'm saying? When it comes to power, that boy soft as baby shit.
Come on now, come on, bro. Come on, man. We ain't got to do it like that.
He don't hit hard. He's crisp, but he don't hit hard.
He ain't hit
You
you
said
before.
baby shit.
He ain't hit you before. Look, man. I think he sets the guys knows he he's trying to knock him out. You get what I'm saying? When you know somebody trying to knock you out, you prepping and you clinching and with every shot you balling up. You know what I'm saying? You bracing yourself for the hit. It's the shots you don't see, as we all know, that get you, and sometimes he might telegraph the shot too much. You know what I'm saying? Or the ones that he don't telegraph, they sneaky shots, but they're not real hard shots. You know what I'm saying? They're shocking. Now, once he gets you hurt though, like he got old boy like that highlight reel knockout when he just hits the dude and just with that right and just goes under him and just sends his body going the other way. Was it Moran or something like that? He put him on the Summer Jam screen, bro. So I just want to say this. I think the dude can pop. I think he can hit. He got respectable power, because I always say power is relative, right? Because people say he can't hit, he can't, you know what I'm saying? He can box, he can, but if he didn't have any kind of pop, they would just walk right through him. And they're not walking right through him. Nobody's trying to even walk through him. You get what I'm saying? Nobody want to get, walk into that buzzsaw. So he got something going on, evidently.
Yo, you see what Godbody put in the comments? He said he want to see Ryan fight Raleigh. Raleigh will get chewed up. Ryan will chew Raleigh up.
I would like to see that. I would like to see Rolly Ramirez fight any of these guys as well. Where is he ranked at up here? Let me see. Let me blow this screen up. Where is he ranked at?
He ain't even on the list, I don't think.
Nah, this can't be right.
Man, let's keep it real. The only reason we know that boy's name is because of Mayweather.
Yo, don't Rolly got a title? Let me pull up.
Do we?
Let me pull up this list right here. Let me pull up this box right. Rolly should have a title, man. I thought, yeah, they said and still the other day when he fought.
Yeah, but Canelo got a bunch of fights lined up. Like I was saying before, he had a bunch of fights already lined up. Even if he takes an L, he got fights lined up. He just fought in December. He about to fight this month in February, the end of February. He got some fights lined up after that. He's trying to throw these fights in. He's trying to get undisputed, as they say. He's chasing it. He a drug cheat, but he trying to cheat to win.
And that's what's hot these days.
So he's out here trying to get this work. So, I mean, you gotta look at what he's doing.
Oh, go ahead. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
But yeah, that's what I'm saying is Vasily Lomachenko should fight somebody decent this next fight, because especially Ryan, he could beat Ryan and throw water on him, but they're not going to do that. They're not going to do that because Lomachenko already got 2 losses. If he loses to Ryan, that's the end of his career. That'll be completely 100% the end of his career, period.
Do y'all agree? You think his career is over if he? I think he's accomplished enough, man. Like I think that, and then he comes over here to America. He's been picking up the language, and he's witty. He's charismatic. I think he can still sell a fight. You get what
if
I'm
he
saying?
loses to Ryan Garcia?
I think they would make excuses for him. They would say he fought him too soon. He fought him too soon after a loss to T.O. They'll make up something for him. And I don't mean that in a disrespectful way. I mean, people who love you, they'll keep finding a reason to support you, and people who don't support you or look for the smallest reason to not. You get what I'm saying?
Especially if he loses in dramatic fashion or get knocked out by Ryan Garcia, that's the end of his career. But it'll do great for Ryan. They'll be able to pass the torch right to him.
Okay. So let's keep it moving then. Let's keep it moving. Cause we all know we want to see Manny fight Bud or Crawford, and we want Crawford and Bud to fight each other or fight Manny, right? We that's a cheat code to do a YouTube episode, guys. If you want to get your channel popping, talk about Bud and Spence, or talk about Tyson Fury and Wilder. Somebody gonna watch you every time, guaranteed. It's the cheat code, right? So but let's keep it moving, man. Let's get into this Caleb Plant fight. Did you guys see the fight this weekend?
Yes, sir.
All right, talk to me. Well, what was your assessment of the fight?
I mean,
were you impressed?
I liked what I saw, but I wasn't impressed. But I felt like, using the football analogy, he was a good game manager. You know what I'm saying? I thought he should have got the boy out of there, but at different times, Truax did. Truax was able to find that left. He just wasn't able to find something to go with that left against Caleb Plant. And so I expect, we expected Plant to win. He won. We talked about that before. Like, hey, if you're supposed to win, you're supposed to win. And he didn't wash him, but it was a dominant showing. So shout out to Caleb Plant. You know what I'm saying? It was good.
So you were a little disappointed that he didn't stop him or get a knockdown or something?
One disappointed as much as, I just figured that he would have did that. But like I said, Truax was able to keep popping that left. And every time, like, Truax is a true fighter, because when Caleb Plant was hurting him, that left would just come and he was just throwing it on instinct. Like, that's that good fighter's instinct where, you just answer. You just answer. You answer the pressure and you answer the aggression. And so me, honestly, that fight made me want to see Caleb Plant fight somebody who not only can answer the pressure but give a little more pressure. And depending on how that fight goes, I might actually really be a true fan of Caleb Plant. Like, because I saw dog in him. I saw dog. I saw moments where he was barking. And, that's what I like.
Go ahead, sir.
Yeah, Caleb Plant, he went in there, he did his thing, but I really wanted to see more movement from him. I wanted to see more on the defense. I really wanted to see more of that. But he's a good fighter. He's a big fighter off of the crowd. Like, he get boosted up by the crowd. The crowd get him right and get him ready. And even when he starts to slow down, the crowd can bring him and give him that energy that he needs to get back into it and finish the fight out. And I feel like that was the part he was lacking in the later rounds. Dude seemed like he was done. Like, he was like, I'm tired of fighting you, Plant. Go ahead and plant me on the ground. Plant me in this dirt. But Plant didn't have, I guess, that energy from the crowd that he needed, or whatever it was, to just go ahead and step on the gas. Like, I felt he needed to really step on the gas and go ahead and send him on home. Put him on that flight quick.
Neo, talk to me. Did you see the fight? Were you able to see the fight, Neo?
I'm sorry about that.
Oh, okay.
Running through a scale.
Talk to me. It's all good, man. We appreciate you listening to us and rocking out with us while you out there working. And hopefully this helps your day go by a little bit smoother and easier, keep you entertained, and keep you safe out there as well.
You guys are definitely keeping me awake on this road right now. But no, the last fight I missed because I was stuck up in, if I'm not mistaken, up in Washington. Bad weather and all kinds of other madness.
Okay, I get it. Well, rock out with us for a little bit anyway. And we're gonna keep it moving. And just stay with us though. And because the next question is basically, well, let me give you my assessment of the fight. I had to catch it on playback. I was asleep, man. I dozed off, and when I woke up, I think it was like round 10 or 11. And yeah, I saw Caleb Plant pull that dog out his back pocket. You know what I'm saying? And I was a little shocked that he. It seemed like at times, I don't know if he was tired, if he was taking rounds off, or maybe he just knew he was ahead, or just had a good feeling about it. But I saw him get hit with shots that I didn't like to see him getting hit with. And yeah, I was a little disappointed in certain respects. But what do you say to a guy who wins pretty much it? I think how many judges gave him every round? Got a shutout. He pitched a shutout on certain, was it all three or was it 2 cards? But I know it was 2. It was 2 cards. They gave him every round. So, you know what I'm saying? They know more than what I know, right? So, I'm just telling you what I saw, though. It was just like, wow, this dude, if he was to fight somebody who took him more serious, like I think Canelo's licking his chops right now. Like, yeah, give me him next, right? I can picture that. I can picture some people coming up in weight saying, "Yo, I beat this dude." You know what I'm saying? I can picture a Charlo coming up in weight saying that, which leads me to my next question. What is next for Caleb Plant? Who would you like to see him fight next? We can open up. We'll start with Neo. Neo, who would you like to see Caleb Plant fight next? We'll come back to him. Talk to me, Eclipse. Who would
Hell,
you rather?
hell, at
Oh,
this point, I'd like to watch
hold on.
any
Here we go.
fight because I need a day off. I need a day off with a beer and a fight.
I feel you, man. I feel you. Talk to me, Eclipse. Let me know, who would you rather see Caleb Plant fight next? Your mic is muted.
I said, I don't know. I was thinking of some names, and then you brought up Canelo, and that's why I was just off staring. Because I could see that fight. Because I could see Canelo bringing the dog out of Caleb. And then the question is, how big of a dog does Caleb have in him? Because, Caleb got to understand that if he took a Canelo fight, he's got to finish that fight. He can't go to the cards. It's already been established that if you're not Floyd Mayweather, you're not going to go to the cards and win against Canelo Alvarez. Saying that Mexican mafia money too strong.
Hold up. So you of the belief that he lost to Triple G?
I'm of the belief that the first fight was a draw. I do think he won, but I think I'm going off other Canelo fights where it was like, yeah, dude was working with him, and maybe Canelo won the fight. But then when you hear what the judges would say at the cards at the end of it, you'd be like, no, he won, but he didn't do all that. Stop it. So I could see if somebody like Caleb Plant fought Canelo and they just went to the cards, even if Canelo was bloody and what I'm saying, and Caleb did his thing, if Caleb doesn't put him down and really put some distance or actually put him to sleep, I could see them stealing that fight from Caleb Plant. I could see it.
Go ahead, talk to me, sir.
Yeah, I want to see Caleb Plant and David Benavidez. That's what I want. I want to see that fight. I seen David Benavidez watch the fight live, and I want to see that. That's what I want to see. I want to see Caleb Plant, David Benavidez get it in. I want David Benavidez to take it serious. I want him to come in, on weight. I want him to come in, like I said, serious all the way around. And I want to see jab for jab. They both got good jabs. They both put in work. I want to see. I want to see that. That's the one I want.
Yeah, man, I'm all for it, man. Like, I like Caleb Plant though, but I think King Mitch said it best. He said he landed Trua's landed the right hand too much. Like the shots that he was getting hit with against better opposition, he ain't gonna make it. You know what I'm saying? To keep it simply put, he's not gonna make it against those other guys. I think he was the one who turned down the Canelo fight, right? The first time when he first got the belt, Canelo wanted to fight him, and he wasn't quite ready. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know, man. I'm looking forward to seeing him do great things, but I would like to see him fight Benavidez. I wouldn't mind seeing him fight. Let's see who else is some of the champs right here. Let me bring this on the screen. Let me see. Because Canelo is already going to fight Billy Joe, so he missed that one, right? Can't fight Billy Joe. So, yeah, I don't know. I think we got Carlos Gongoria. Where he's ranked at right here? He's ranked somewhere like what, number 19, right? Is that him?
Yeah, looks like it.
Yeah. So I don't know, man. It's competition. This guy is out here. He can fight, but do you think he will fight Jacobs or something like that? Give Jacobs a shot. You think they can do the purse bid for that? I don't know. I don't. I think he would. I don't think I could see him wanting to fight Canelo, to get the money. But I think he would. I think he wants to enjoy. I think he likes being the champ, man. And he's gonna try to fight the biggest fight with the least amount of risk, man. That's what a lot of these dudes doing right here. Unfortunately, man, they babysitting the belts.
I mean, it's bad for the sport, but it's somehow the ugly the the necessary evil of it, just because how the business took over the sport. And so, like we were saying about Lomachenko, if Lomachenko takes another serious loss, then everyone's not going to take him serious no more, even though he's still Lomachenko. And so that's why a lot of these young boys are are babysitting their belts, because they're trying to get as much as they can before they actually, saying go through trial by fire, because they know if by chance they come up short, boxing got a real short memory. Boxing, saying, especially, I was talking to Combat about this, like, especially with black fighters, you have so many black fighters who are actually dogs and real elites, but yeah, they got one or two losses on their record, and that one or two losses justifies everyone ducking.
All right. So as you know, Pacquiao is now the champion in recess. Ugas has been elevated to super champ. I don't hear nobody calling him an email champ. I don't hear nobody doing that, but that's what they normally would call that, right?
That's what I'm gonna call it.
Yeah, but
That part. And then he
I don't
said
hear
he want
nobody
50
saying that. I
50.
just
Did you hear that? That he said he want 50-50?
against Spence,
He said he want 50. Whoever fights
whoever.
him, he want 50-50. And he did a little dance. Like, he was on his Instagram. Like, he did a little dance. Like, it was a weird little, like, stanky leg type
I'm about to
weird
pull it
thing
up.
he was doing.
Don't pull it up.
I'm about to pull it up on man. What you don't think, man? We gotta pull it
So
up.
I don't want to hear nothing about them saying, oh, well, Bud can't get 50-50. Ugas, what belt Ugas had before now?
Nah, I think that's his first time being a champ because he was trying to become a champ
Oh, okay.
the first time when he fought Sean Porter and lost.
Oh, okay. Okay. So you mean Ugas with losses? You mean Ugas the man with losses?
Yeah, that
Who
guy.
don't even speak English?
Yeah, that fella.
Oh, so he won 50-50, but Bud, the champ, who's been
Let me get off this
undisputed.
screen, man. Let me get off this screen.
You mean the champ? You mean Bud the Smoke, the one who take you with the right hand or the left hand? You're talking about the one who fights you inside and outside, the one who can brawl and box on
Bud,
the front foot or the
aka my
back foot.
gloves are made of NyQuil Crawford.
Oh, okay. I'm trying to understand. I'm trying to. Do you talking about the one who's been knocking out everybody?
Yeah, don't nobody want a
Everybody?
blanket. But Bud passing out blankets right now. Don't nobody want a blanket. Don't
Night
nobody want
night,
to snug you.
night night, night night.
He
But
got
he
melatonin in
won.
them hands.
But he's wrong for wanting 50-50 when he done had how many belts? I think he got 8. How's it 8? My math be bad sometimes. In his whole career, he got 8 belts. He wants 50-50 versus somebody who only got 2 belts in his whole career. And he's only got the 2 belts in his same weight class he's been fighting his whole career. That was that won't believable and made no sense. But Ugas, who hasn't even been paid $1 million, he's barely been paid $1 million for any fight, wants 50-50.
Maybe he's talking
But
about he want 50 pesos.
Oh
that
man,
might be
y'all
what
being
it is.
disrespectful. Y'all being disrespectful. Hey man, anybody out here want to see the Ugas versus Spence fight? Beam in, man. We'll let you get some shine, man. Anybody? We always open to objective perspective. I'm cool with that. But me, yeah, I'm riding with the dudes right now. I'm riding with my guys. Like, Like I never even thought of it that way. Like I wasn't even thinking of that. I was just like, man, Bob ain't gonna spend the money, man, and you need to spend the money. But if Spence gives Ugas 50-50, that's gonna be crazy, yo.
I wonder
I don't
what
want to
the
hear
excuse
nothing
gonna be
from
then.
nobody. And you know what I'm saying? Like that's crazy. But go ahead.
I want to know what the excuse gonna be. If Ugas beats Spence, I want to know what the excuse gonna be.
Yo, you just read my mind. I was just about to say,
If
what if Ugas
Ugas
go in there?
beats Spence, what will be the excuse then?
He's capable, bro. He's strong. He's powerful. He's rangy. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, a lot of people think he beat Sean Porter. You know what I'm saying? So shout out to Ugas, man. Like you got to put yourself in position. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah,
That
get
part.
back
People be
to
calling you email champ. Yeah, you did get email, but shoot, they didn't email Marq Nash to give me no belt.
Shoot, email me your belt.
Yeah,
I'll
they
defend
ain't
it.
right. They ain't nah, but you got to be in position though. He was in position.
But here's the thing, though. Now, like going back to not to try to trip on Devin Haney, but then we call Devin Haney an email champ because he got them email belts and he's sitting there like, boom, I made it. Y'all got to get on my level. Ugas got emailed a belt, and Ugas is trying to show y'all that, yeah, this wasn't, saying no fluke stuff. I'm going to come here and show y'all that, yeah, come try to take this strap from me. You know what I'm saying? And so you could call him an email champ, and I might even call him an email champ. But watching Ugas' career, Ugas ain't gonna dip in, he ain't gonna run from somebody calling him out. You know what I'm saying? Ugas wants to smoke, and Ugas is no longer undefeated, so he's not worried about going in there protecting his own.
You think Spence would do 50-50 with Ugas?
Hell no. If
I
he
think
if
he.
he
Go ahead, go
go ahead.
ahead. Either one.
I think he might just do it, or try to throw him enough upfront bread, to shut him up.
Mm.
So he might do it, or either throw him enough upfront bread. But I want Bud, but Bud don't have no say so. I want Bob. Well, I'm gonna throw that money at him for this last fight
Black Star, I
because
see you. Hold up, my bad. I ain't mean to cut you off. Black Star, pull up, man. Pull up, man. I like Black Star. Black Star, I know he ride with Arrow, and I listen to his show, and I pull up over there, and it'd be dangerous territory. But I would love for him to pull up over here and have a conversation with us. We ain't gonna do him dirty or nothing like that, right?
Nah, that's
But
all, man.
yeah, man. But I think the reason why Bud don't get the fight is because of his promoter, and I think we all know that, right?
that part. And I
But
want Bud to get this fight. There'll be a perfect fight. It's somebody who beat him in the amateurs, which it ain't many of them, but it's somebody who beat him in the amateurs. They can play the fight off of that. That was the amateurs. This is professional. Let's see if we can do it again.
Now
It's
my question is, when Bud sleeps Ugas, if they do that, it's going to be like you already know Spence don't want that. I'm not trying to even start no shit talking on Spence, but Spence don't want Bud.
get into it. Get into it.
Well, here's my thing. If Spence even considers 50-50 with Ugas, what Spence is saying without saying it is that he didn't want that Bud smoke. Because that's the fight that people want. That's the fight people been calling for. That's the fight. That is a fighter where you talking about, oh, it should be 60-40, do all this. No, no, no. Y'all just need to go on and get in there and work. And so if you are seriously going to give this man with losses on his record, yes, he's got a strap now, God bless him. But if you're going to get his man 50-50 and you ain't even talking right to Bud, something ain't right. Something ain't right.
Man, he don't want that Bud smoke, because Bud is the smoke.
Well,
Let's be
pull
You
up,
real.
already
Mitch.
know.
King Mitch, pull up, Mitch.
Let's be real.
Go ahead,
Let's be
Mitch.
real.
Hey, look. Hey, look. It just has a negative connotation when you say it with that kind of tone, right? Hey, but
That
King
part.
Mitch, yeah, King Mitch, pull up. He said, "I'm definitely here for the Spence versus Uga unification fight." Man, I'm here for that fight too, man. I wouldn't mind seeing that, but I would love for Bud to have that fight too. So that'll end a lot of that conversation that people have where it's 2 belts versus 1 belt. Okay, well now it's 2 versus 2. Now what's the split? You get
Oh,
what I'm saying?
what about the winner of Ugas Spence versus Bud?
No, Errol. If Errol win
Errol will
that fight,
never get that fight. Errol will be telling that nigga 90-10. Or
he'll be
Earl
like,
will just say, man, he don't want to fight. I'm going up to 154, man. I got bigger fish to fry. You know what I'm saying? And everybody be like, but let that go on purpose. You know what I'm saying? He ducked him by
that
not
how
wanting to take it. And I'm like,
that how every case.
what you call it?
They have every single case. They talk about the Bud Justice League. Shoot. What the Arrow Justice League at? What that's the was that the Avengers? The Arrow Avengers in?
Nah, I don't know, man. I was about to say something funny, but it was kind of rude, so I ain't say it. We trying to do right on the show, man. I'm trying to be right and be a little more respectful.
I'm just saying.
But look, man, listen, what we got going on, what we
I was
got
about
going
to
on
say
right
some
here.
real disrespect.
Nah, man, let's not do that. Let's keep it respectful. These guys are fighters, and you know what I'm saying. I'm a man of the people. I got to walk around here amongst the people. You know what I'm saying. And I got to show my face, bro. So let's keep it respectful. You know what I'm saying. You know what I'm saying. So shout out. Matter of fact, in real life, shout out to Pac-Man. Tay, what up, man? What up, big dog? Good talking to you on World Combat Sports earlier, man. We just over here chopping it up on some boxing, Tay. But we was asking, Ugas is now elevated. What's next? Who would you rather see him fight, Spence or Bud? So let me know. The link is out there if anybody want to pull up, get into some boxing talk. We definitely just doing boxing talk at this point. Yeah, man, I would love to see the fight happen. But like I said, I feel like if Spence gets the fight first, and he's successful, we'll probably never get the Bud Crawford fight. I think he would leave the division. And he would say, man, I did everything I could to make the fight with this guy, and now I got nothing else to prove with this division. I'm going, in my opinion. But go ahead. Matter of fact, Neo, did you want to add anything else?
Yeah, just
Yeah, I was trying to
I'm
let you get a
thinking
chance.
I'm looking at from the things I've seen from Ugas. All of his highlight reels only show him doing real good work against people that really wasn't on his level. So, I mean, who put those highlight reels together? That's what I'm asking. Not to be disrespectful or nothing, but
Hey, I ain't trying to be disrespectful neither, but it sounds like you talking through one of those cans like they used to do with a string on it.
oh, how'd you guess? That's exactly
you sound like you talking to me on the CB radio for real. I know you're in the truck, but golly. But look, thank you for pulling up, man. We're gonna keep the show moving, man. Try to beam back in when you're in a better spot. Okay?
Copy that.
All right, good. Thank you again for your time. But try to beam back in if you want to. Like I said, we'll be back on Wednesday and Friday as well. But go ahead, Black Star. Thank you for pulling up. How you feeling, my brother?
Hey, salute, brothers. How y'all doing tonight, man?
Yes, sir. Just talking about some boxing over here.
Yeah, I see y'all getting it in, man. That's all good, brother. Hey, look, I got a few to chop it up, man, but I got to head to work. But
Absolutely.
I had to fit it in, man. But yeah, man, it's a good subject, man. And I think really we all should be celebrating because to me, Manny Pacquiao was the biggest holdup because Manny was just sitting on that belt, and everybody know, and Earl's been saying from day one, and if Earl true to his word, like he said from way back when he lined him up and I'm knocking him down, he said he wants to undisputed. So that's one of the trinkets that he needed to get. And Bud and him both wanted the Pacquiao fight, but somehow Pacquiao ain't trying to see none of these guys. So he just sitting there holding on the belt. And that was really the biggest thing because these guys trying to act like they want to get together, right? So they want to get together, but there's a bigger fish out there, Manny Pacquiao. So if he's like, well, I want this fight, but if I can get that one, you know what I'm saying? So they looking at each other, but they looking over there as well. So it's like they know if they go over there, that's a bigger bag than them two coming together right now. But and even on top of that is if they can get that bag, they doubling up because they got a big bag there, and then they can come right back and they got another huge one between them. And that fight should be for undisputed. It shouldn't be before that. That should be for all the marbles because those are the best two fighters there. They need to be the ones going in there and getting it done. So it should come that way. But now that they took that from Manny finally, and unclogged it, I mean, that's why I was saying, some time back that people needed to hurry up and jump on Ugas because, if anything could happen, and if you take care of that, man, you be in a good position. And if they had done that, like Keith Thurman or Sean Porter, them guys that were sitting around, they could have went on and jumped on him when he won that WBA. Look where they would be sitting right now. It would have fell right in their lap. They would have been right back in the ball game. It would have
Hey,
been great to see Keith Thurman do it because Keith Thurman and Earl is still a fight I want to see. That would have been awesome. I want to see him fight all them guys. I don't want to see nobody getting out the circle. So that would be perfect, man. But them guys sit around, man. They want to play the tit for tat and all this other stuff, man. And then that, I mean, it drives me crazy, man. But I think with Manny out the way now, it kind of opens it up for it to happen. So whoever gets Ugas now, right after that, and especially if Earl gets that, it's Earl got to go for Bud. It got to be Bud next because you said undisputed, right? So he got to be a man of his word. He got if he gets the Ugas fight, he win Ugas. That's got to be the first thing out of his mouth after that, and then we
okay.
get that fight. And that's all I wanted to hurry up and get it. It was like because we out here fighting enough over it. It's time for y'all guys to take y'all lumps and bruises.
Hey, real quick, man. Uh, we got a superstar boxer, ATL legend, Mr. Tay Jones. How you doing tonight, sir?
I'm good. How y'all doing?
We're
We
good,
good,
sir.
salute,
Salute
bro.
to you, good brother. Salute to you, man. Hey, salute to the
Salute,
champ
salute,
too, man.
salute,
Definitely.
salute, salute.
Please, champ.
Hey,
What's going
hey,
on?
Tay, thanks for tuning in, man. It's your first time on the channel and the panel. I
Oh
appreciate
yeah.
you tuning up. That's why I told guys, I said, man, we got to keep the show clean. We got to be respectful, man. I can't be up here talking too crazy up here, man. I'm gonna scare the champs off, man. You know what I'm saying?
Nah, you
These guys
good.
got brands, markets, they got families, so we got to keep the show respectful. And plus, like I said, man, I'm out here walking around with World Combat Sport and these real boxing gyms, man. And these dudes are monsters. And I
Oh yeah.
already, they already owe me one. Like he said, I almost hit Brian Norman Jr. in the face with the drone, and he got a fight coming up. I was like,
Yeah,
man,
yeah.
what would I, what,
You almost got my little brother, man.
man, man. Look, I told my wife every time I walk out the door, I'll be like, the insurance paperwork paid up, right? All right, just making sure. You know where it's at, right? Shoot, because it's dangerous out here. But let's get into some boxing talk, Mr. Jones. How you feel? How you feel tonight?
Man, shit, I'm tired as hell, man.
Well, we ain't gonna hold you up too much. We was just touching on a couple things. We was asking. I breezed through a couple of them just to get your take and opinion on it, if you guys don't mind. And let me get these questions off with the champ. The guy said they wasn't really excited about seeing the Manny Pacquiao versus Ryan Garcia fight. So I asked, who would you rather see Ryan Garcia fight next, if not Manny Pacquiao? So I post that same question to you, sir.
Well, I know he better stay the fuck away from Tank. I know that.
Big facts.
I know that. You know
No
what I'm saying?
lies detected.
He better
Go ahead,
he
go
better
ahead,
off
go ahead, go
fighting.
ahead, sir.
He better off fighting a Haney, shit, a Haney or I don't know. He need maybe like 3, 4 more fights, man. I don't think he's ready for that dog
3 or
mentality type of fight.
4.
Yeah, man. Like Luke
Okay.
Campbell, man. Like Luke Campbell ain't no pushover. You know what I'm saying? He ain't no pushover, but at the same time, man, he need about 3 more, 4 fights, man. I'm telling you.
So let me ask you this. This should have been the first question. Are you even excited about seeing him fight Manny Pacquiao?
Hell no.
Not even excited about that fight at all.
So why?
Yeah, tell me why not, if anything.
That shit don't make sense to me. Nigga fight at 35, nigga got it. Motherfucker come up to 47. Ryan Garcia thought Luke Campbell dropped his ass. Shit, Pacquiao gonna put them beaters on his ass for real.
For sure, for sure, for sure, for sure. Let me ask you this as well. Did you see the Caleb Plant fight this weekend?
Yeah, I did.
Were you impressed by what you saw with Caleb Plant?
I've seen Caleb Plant do better. You know, I came up in the amateurs with Caleb. You know what I'm saying? And that's how we know each other real well. We're very good mutual friends. You know what I'm saying? I seen him fight better. You know what I mean? And not making excuses for him. You know, the man did have 11-month layoff. I think the last time he fought was last February, because I know he fought right after. Either it was in the end of February. I think it was at the end of February or early March, right before the pandemic. But I know he fought. and he looked damn good. You know, what I mean, he looked exceptionally well. But this fight right here, every fight not gonna be the same. You know, what I mean, it's different for all fighters. You know, what I'm saying you're only as good as your last fight. Period. And he can go back and look at this and like, damn, this wasn't me. I'm 65% here. I can go back and clean this up and clean that up. Like I say, you're only good as your last fight. I wasn't impressed, but I'm not mad either. You know what I mean? Because at the end of the day, style make fights, and Caleb Truex is definitely a very, very seasoned fighter. You know, we can't forget that. You know what I mean? People look at what he did now. Let's go back and look at what he has done than what he did now.
For sure. Who would you like to see Caleb Plant fight next?
I think he need one more fight. But I do think that I don't give a fuck what people say. I still think that him and David Benavidez is still a 50-50 fight. You even heard Andre Ward say he's still a problem at that weight class, and which I truly do believe. Just because he had that one so-called off night by most, but I don't think it was just an off night. I just think that Caleb Truex being a seasoned fighter, he's a seasoned vet. Yeah, he's older, but just because you're older don't mean shit. You know what I mean? If I had to see him fight somebody next, I don't even know who the fuck is in that weight class.
Got Benavidez, Canelo. Who else is at one? But a lot of guys will come up from 160 to fight him. Charlo would probably come up. I could see Charlo coming up to 68 because he's already trying to come up to fight Canelo, right?
I don't think he'll fight Plant though.
What's the guy Edgar Berlanga? He's the knockout artist. He's a hot name out there.
I like to see Caleb Plant fight him because I guarantee you he won't goddamn. That won't be.
He won't get Caleb Plant out there in one round. You don't.
Hell nah. I'm telling you, Caleb was schooled that motherfucker, man.
So you got Caleb Plant beating Edgar Berlanga. How you say Berlanga or Berlanga? Berlanga. You got Caleb Plant beating him right now.
Yes.
Okay, and let me ask one more question, and I think maybe somebody might want to ask you a question. You got time to take a question from the panel?
Yeah.
All right, cool. My last question that I had up here was Ugas is now elevated. Spence or Bud? Who would you rather see fight next, sir?
Man, both of them, man. I like Spence. I like Bud. You know, so I would love to see the fight, but you know what I'm saying. I think that shit got more to do with the men in the suits. You know, so I don't think it really got nothing to do between them two. Because they both fighters. They're not scared of each other, obviously. You know what I mean? Knowing what I know, they're not scared of each other. But I would definitely like to see that fight. The whole world would like to see that fight shit. You know what I'm saying? Better now than late like Pacquiao and fucking Floyd. But yeah, man. If that shit don't happen, which it look like it's not gonna happen anyway, why not Ugas fight him? You know what I'm saying? Ugas fight him. Or let Ugas get him another fight up under his belt. You know what I'm saying? He just was awarded that belt. So let the man get off and live a little bit, you know what I'm saying? Then come back and handle business, you know what I'm saying? That's what I think. I think the boxing fans, we got hardcore boxing fans. Sometimes you gotta enjoy your victory, or sometimes you gotta enjoy that belt. Enjoy that belt for a little minute. You know what I mean? There's nothing wrong with going ahead and fight, get your fight over here, get your fight over there, despite what the fans may say. You know what I'm saying? Enjoy that belt for a little bit, but make it your business to come back and make the big fight.
Okay. Well, I'll open it up real quick. Let's start with my guy Eclipse. You want to ask him, or got a question for the champ?
Yeah, first of all, shout out to you, champ. You know what I'm saying? I'm a big fan. Glad to see you on the panel. It's a beautiful thing. Is that my mic, or is that what's that?
Mute your mic real quick. I'll mute your mic, tell you why he talk. Go ahead. Ask him again. Let me see something.
I was just saying, shout out to you, champ. Thanks for coming to the panel. I'm a big fan of everything you do. I've watched you work for a while, and I like your style. Let's go to that Ugas. Let's stay on that Ugas. Does it Spence or Bud? What do you think? I'm with Marq Nash that if he fights Spence first, and Spence is able to get that win, Spence is going to use that win as a reason to dance around Bud. But I do think that if he goes and fights Bud first, and Bud puts that melatonin on him, then Spence is definitely gonna run. So I do got a feeling that this Spence Bud thing is just not gonna happen. That's why, I've been talking greasy, because I just don't really believe that Spence really wants to get in there with Bud until Spence really gets his bag up a little more and gets a little more notoriety, because he understands that Bud sleeps people.
What's your question? My bad,
My, que-
Eclipse.
my question
I'm
is, do you
sorry.
agree? My question is, do you agree with me and Nash that if he fights Spence
Leave me
first,
out
then
of it
Spence
right
is the
now.
winner?
Hold on. Don't put my name in what you sought to say.
That's what you said.
What I say?
You said that if Spence was able to beat Ugas if they fought, Spence would take that win as an excuse to keep on, like, move up in the weight class and not fight Bud.
I didn't speak in a definite, but yeah, I alluded to he would. It's possible. It's possible might say something like, "Man, I was trying to make the fight with Crawford, and he wasn't trying to get it done. I ain't got nothing else to prove at 147. I'm on the bigger, better things at 154." I could picture him, and the fans would ride with that and say, "Bud, duck the smoke." But it's possible that the offer could be so low. Like if he's telling a guy now 60-40, 70-30, or whatever we give you, it's very possible once he get the third strap, oh my goodness, he gonna be telling him 90-10, or just try to give him a flat fee. In my opinion, it's very possible. But what do you think, Mr. Jones?
Man, I honestly think that I don't think neither one of them guys scared of each other, man. From knowing what I know, they have more to do on the business side. At the end of the day, man, Bob just got to bring his side of the purse. You know what I'm saying? Bob bring his side of the purse. I'm quite sure it'll get handled. But at the end of the day, man, shit, the man has complained about, what I'm saying, losing money on Bud. Same thing with Tyson Fury. Same reason why Tyson Fury didn't want to fight Deontay first, because he has to pay Bob. You know what I mean? So I understand it. Obviously it's the business side, and that's the part that sucks about boxing. I don't think those guys are, I think they far from scared of each other.
No, I don't
Period.
think anybody said they're scared though. To be fair, not to cut you off, sir, respectfully, of course. I think we're
Mm-hmm.
saying financially, he'll really not want to pay him. Like right now, if he's saying 60-40, he showed up at the Canelo fight. He was live on camera at the Canelo event saying, he said, I can fight Canelo. So guys like Terrence Crawford need to take the 60-40, 70-30, or whatever we give them, quote, end quote, I guess, So,
Yeah, I mean, yeah, and
so if he's saying
I
that
don't.
now, if he gets another strap, he's going to be telling them, what, 80-20?
I mean, from the aspect of business side, man, I don't think I don't 60-40, 70-30, hell no. But 60-40, that's not bad. Looking at Bud Crawford accomplishment. And I said this on another show, man. I just hate the fact that, I've been in the ring with Ndongo. You know what I mean? I may not have beat him, but I've been in the ring with him. I've heard him. And to know that Bud Crawford fought him and to see what Bud Crawford level, that was a fight that he was supposed to win. You know what I'm saying? I can't take anything away from accomplishment, because obviously Ndongo was a champion. But man, it's different for me. My outlook on everything gonna be different, because I'm looking at it like, man, that was a fight he was supposed to win. So 70-30, 70, not 70-30, but 60-40, not bad. And even when you look at the pay-per-view numbers and things of that nature too, you know what I mean? But I'm not neither one of those guys. I'm not in their pockets, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, definitely I would say if he did win another belt or defeating you guys, of course he'll probably say, well, shit, he gotta goddamn do this and do this now. You know what I mean? And just what y'all call it, moving the goalpost. So I agree, he probably would, you know what I mean? But I don't think that Earl dunking him, no.
Okay. Let's go to Sir Senior, because he's wearing my hoodie right there. He's wearing the brand right there. Dreams
Oh,
require
that's
sleep.
certain
Go.
thing. I seen him before, man. I seen his name, but like I just haven't seen his face before.
Yeah, man. We be trying to be cam up over here as much as possible, man. Like I want. That's my vision for the show. I don't want to really talk to avatars too much if I don't have
For
to.
sure.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And he's wearing the brand. Drinks require sleep, goals require effort. Support that, man. That is my quote. That is my brand. That is the Marq Nash joint. And Black Star, yours is in the mail. Like I said, you should get it tomorrow. If you didn't get it today. Yeah, go ahead, Sir Senior. Let's get your question off for Tay Jones.
All right, salute, big bro. I guess my question is that what would be your keys to victory for Bud or for Spence in the Ugas fight?
Keys to victory for Earl. Earl would have to close the gap and get in close and do what he do best by breaking the body down. For Bud, shit, he can fight both styles. Not both styles, but both sides to fight. He can fight orthodox and he can fight southpaw. So I think it's just a matter of figuring out what one he can go with to make to defeat Ugas. I don't think it'll be an easy fight for Bud. I don't think it'll be an easy fight for Earl. I think that you have to get in on Ugas. That's one thing that I do see that he doesn't do well. I don't think he can fight on the inside as good as a lot of people think he can. But if you get those two guys on the inside, I think you make a mockery of both of them. I mean, I think they'll both make a mockery of him if they can both get on the inside, which is really hard to do on a guy like Ugas because he can box. He can box, but if you can't get on the inside, it'll be a long night.
Okay. Black Star, you got a question? Your mic is muted, Black Star.
Oh, my bad, brother.
Yeah.
I ain't really got a question because it's kind of unexpected. I didn't expect to see the good brother there, man. But it's an honor to see you, brother. And I salute you, man. I salute the champ, man. We riding with y'all 1,000%, man. And hey, bro. Hey, man. I just want you to tell the champ keep his head up, man, and keep doing what he's doing. We looking forward to that trilogy because we know it's coming. We know it's coming. So hey, man, I'm looking forward to it. I hope y'all have it in Dallas, man, or in Texas somewhere, so I can get to it. You know what I'm talking about? I'm just trying to put that in there. You know what I'm talking about? Hey, brothers, I
For
gotta go,
sure.
Mark.
I'll definitely
Appreciate you,
tell
good
him,
brother,
man.
man.
I'll definitely tell him. For sure, man. I appreciate you, man. I know he appreciated it as well, man. Yeah, he doing what he's supposed to do, man. He training 2 times a day. He good. He in great spirits, man. I don't know where all these false reports come from, or he doing suicidal and all this old crazy old shit, man. Man been chilling. Like I said before, even before then, we was down in Miami in training camp, possibly fight in October before they switched it. You know what I'm saying? So he cool, man. You know what I mean? He know what he's up against. You know what I'm saying? It's a big white headed monster. He's up against that. You know what I
I
mean?
tell
But
you.
he will prevail. It's no
Oh,
pressure on his end. You know what I mean? There's no pressure on his end.
exactly, man. Hey, and that's good news, bro. Hey, Mark, I'm gonna say one thing, and I'm gonna get on out here, bro.
Take your time. Take your time. That's all love.
Hey, bro, what I've been trying to do, man. I ain't got no line, and maybe you can help a brother out, man. I'm trying to get a little 10-second shout out from the champ, man, to my channel, bro. I want to put it in my intro, bro. And maybe you can help a brother out. I don't know, man. I just put it out there if you got the time. I don't know, man. I just had to put it out there
I
because
didn't even get a 10-second shout out
oh,
from the champ yet. Look what they do, man.
hey, man,
I give him an opportunity to talk to Tay Jones, and this how he do me.
Don't say
All right.
thanks.
You trying to get your shout out first. Look at this guy, man.
hey, bro,
Don't
we
say
split it,
thanks.
bro.
I,
You know what
I,
I'm
I
saying?
could
Hey,
definitely I could definitely ask him. I could definitely ask him. That wouldn't be. I don't think it'll be a problem. I could definitely ask him.
hey,
But I know right now, you know what I'm saying, with all this arbitration and stuff going on, he can't talk to nobody. You know what I'm
yeah.
saying?
Yeah, that's understandable, man. And I appreciate that, man. I just hate to do it because I don't know if I ever get another chance, bro. So hey, excuse me
Oh
for
yeah,
doing
yeah,
that,
yeah. No, no, no.
man. No
I'll
disrespect,
be
but
seeing you on the channels. I'll be seeing you on the channel. So like I say, I'll definitely run it by him though. Like I tell him all the time, I'm like, bro, listen, I know you probably get tired of me goddamn hearing you about some of this shit, but like I told you before, I'm not the type of person that'll let you miss out on something that's anything of that nature. I'm always gonna tell you what I've been told. You know what I mean? Like that's just how I am.
For sure, for sure. Well, I appreciate that, Black Star. And we about to get you up out of here. This dude don't came over here and lobbied for and solicited a shout out before on my channel before I even solicited for a shout out. Oh my god. Yeah, he was like, I don't know when I'm gonna get another chance. Me neither. I know when I'm gonna give you another chance. No, I'm joking. Hey, but seriously though, Tay, I got another question for you. And I think this is something that'll be truly motivational and inspiring that you can tell people? And because I've talked to you about this before. What was one of the biggest things you learned from that loss against Ndongo?
Man, just believe in yourself, man. Like I say, me personally, bro. Yeah, I lost the fight, but I didn't lose myself. You know what I'm saying? That actually gave me more confidence to really want to get back in there with another person on that level. You know what I'm saying? It actually, like I say, I had the man hurt. You know what I'm saying? And I almost knocked him out. But what I do know is almost is not good enough. Almost is not good enough in life. So you gotta just attack the situation at hand. You know what I mean? That's whatever it is in life. You know, it taught me to just keep going forward. It taught me to keep pushing through no matter the circumstances and keep fighting through the storm. You know what I mean? And like I say, bro, if you stay, I stood 10 toes down. Like I held my head high. It was nothing to be ashamed about. And shit, I kept going, bro. You know what I mean? If anything, that shit didn't do nothing but give me the balls to step in there again with a motherfucker in the top 10, top five. You know what I'm saying? If I hurt one, I can hurt another one. Period.
Okay. Mike, you got one more? Cause we gotta let him go. He's tired. He's working. He's trying to. You know what I'm saying?
I just got out of that gym, man. I was watching the
Hey,
boys
look.
go and throw it down tonight, boy.
Oh yeah. You want to talk about that a little bit? Cause some of the people in my audience might not know about that. For the people who don't know, you saw some sparring wars tonight, right?
Yeah, man. Seen
Who
some
was in
good
it? Who was in the
sparring.
place to be?
Man, that was Javante Tank Davis and Brian Norman Jr., man. Shit, you know, Brian Norman Jr., he's my personal sparring partner, so we spar all the time. I know what he made of, you know what I mean? And tonight, that was my second time seeing Tank, both of them guys spar each other. It got a little heated the first time, you know what I mean? And Tank went in all the way great shape last time, so some people can say that, he got the best of them, but, it is what it is. But then they sparred tonight, and the shit went back and forth. That shit was fireworks, man. You know what I mean? Tank probably landed more of the devastating shots, just a tad bit. But Brian Norman probably outworked him, and that's probably because Tank on that layoff right now. He deserves that layoff from the fight with Leo. You know what I mean? But other than that, that shit's a hell of a damn sparring session, man.
Let me ask you this. What was it like? Doghouse rules, or were they doing time rounds, or what?
Yeah, after the fourth round, them motherfuckers went they went doghouse rules. I ain't lying. And they went about 20 minutes straight after that. And
Are you kidding me?
that just showed me like Tank a real dog. You know what I'm saying? I know he ain't in the gym like that right now. I don't give a damn what them folks say. I had to send that man a tweet. A couple people retweeted. I tweeted that man. I told him straight up. I said, man, I don't give a damn what y'all say about Tank. He can balloon up in between fights. But I know right now, ain't nobody in the 130 division fucking with him. Period. That man is a true dog, man. And boys turned the clock off for 20 minutes straight. I ain't lying. Beating the hell out of each other. I ain't lying.
Was there any trash talk going on in there?
Man, it was both sides, both camps. You know what I'm saying? Welcome to Atlanta, baby. You know what I'm saying? Shit, he on the east side too. You know
ATL.
what I'm saying? He on the east side too, so it's rough and rugged over there. And especially on Glenwood, it's rough and rugged. But shit
Were
at the
they at
same
Coach
time.
Lopez gym?
No, it was at my gym. It was at Coach Mustafa gym.
Oh, salute, man! I gotta come
Yeah.
out there one day, get some footage of you while you getting ready, man. That'll be super
Oh,
dope.
yeah.
I'll
So
put that together, man. But
I enjoyed it though, man. I really did enjoy it. Besides the trash talk, them boys, they grown men, they still made, hug each other afterwards though. You know what I'm saying? And that's what it's all about. You know what I'm saying? Hopefully, Tank can bring him in for sparring just to keep him sharp. They supposed to do it again on Wednesday. Me personally, I highly doubt they do it, man. Them boys, man, they went at it today, dog. Them boys should be sore as hell. I bet both of them got in the oatmeal bath tonight. Yeah.
Mike Lewis, aka the guy Eclipse. You probably know him from World Combat Sports Channel.
Okay.
Heavy over there. That's how I found him over there, and he found me over there, and we were like minded, and we both select the boss, man. He's a good dude, man, and
For sure.
I appreciate World Combat connecting you and I as well, Mr. Jones, and as well as Mike Lewis. Mike, you got another question for Tay Jones? Like I said, last one, cause we gotta let him go.
Uh,
I'm good for
Cause
right now.
I just feel like if we keep you too long, you won't come back. You're like, man, that boy Marq Nash can talk.
Nah, I would be like, bro, I'm tired of here.
All right, for sure, for sure. All right, well, cool. We'll take. Go ahead, ask him a question. Mike.
well, champ, I'm just excited to see you get back in there, and so I just want to know who's on your radar, who's on your to do list, and you know what I'm saying. What would you like to see? How would you like to you know what I'm saying, put your stamp on 21 and let them know that you know Pac-Man is still, you know, Pac-Man is still the Pac-Man, and you know who you trying to give a blanket to in 2021? Who you trying to give a blanket and a pillow to?
Be honest with you, man. I don't care. You know what I'm saying? I like I said, I fought in Duggo. That it was over a year ago. It'll be almost 2 years in August, but I'm gonna fight before the end though. I don't give a damn, bro. That's just me. That's the fighting me. You know what I'm saying? I don't have to fight no more if I want to, but I love this shit. You know what I'm saying? It saved my life. So I don't give a damn who it is. Me personally, I really want to fight Carl Frampton. I want to beat his ass. You know what I'm saying? And after Carl Frampton, you know what I'm saying? Anybody at 35, I don't give a damn. You know what I'm saying? Shit, I'm gonna fight regardless. You know what I'm saying? I don't been on, like I said, I don't been on that big stage. So these big names that shit don't scare me. I don't been on that big stage. I fought a 2-time former world champion. Fuck them all. You know what I mean? I don't give a fuck. Period. You know what I'm saying? Shit, that nigga put on his draw just like I put on mine. You know what I'm saying? So shit, it don't matter to me, but I do want to fight Carl Frampton. I think he's a very disrespectful individual towards, you know, my fellow American Jamel Herring. You know what I mean? So Jamel Herring can't do the work, I'll go do it.
You'll be
That's
his
some,
Huckleberry, right?
Huh?
some.
I said you'll be his Huckleberry, right?
Hell yeah.
Hey man, that's those some big words right there, man. What if they wanted you to come over there, go across the pond to fight them?
I'll go over there. They don't like me over there anyway. Fuck it.
Why you say they don't like you over there?
Man, you know them bitches don't like me. Them bitches troll me and send me death threats every day.
For real, look, Wilder has a big fan base in the UK, and I'm sure your
I know.
affiliation with him garners you a lot of love and respect. People
Man,
holler at you to ask for a drop for their YouTube channel on other
no.
channels.
Yeah, man, but man,
No, I'm joking. I'm joking.
this shit about boxing, man. You know, nigga they talk out. They don't know who I'm affiliated with outside of boxing, so shit. You know, they can. Bro, I laugh at that shit personally, but man, I go over there. It don't make me mad. As long as I get my hands on Frampton, I'm good.
That's
How
what
are
I
you
like to
recovering?
hear.
How are you recovering from the injury? How's the
I'm
recovery
good.
process
I'm
going
ready to
for you?
go, man. I feel it sometimes just because of the what you call that scar tissue, but other than that, I'm good, man. Shit, I'm down 20 pounds and I got 20 more to go.
So, are you doing like tour days yet?
Nah, I won't start doing tour days until I hit that 45 threshold.
Okay. What are you walking around at right now? Do you want to share that with the people?
Yeah, I was at 80 because I couldn't do anything. I was at 180 because I couldn't do anything. I couldn't run, lift, jump. I couldn't do anything for a whole 2 months.
And what was
So
the
I
injury
blew up
for
the.
the people who don't know? I'm sorry.
I had a lower abdominal tear.
Okay.
Yeah,
So
so I
that's your
couldn't.
core. That was your
Yeah,
core.
yeah. I couldn't do anything. Shit, nothing at all. So I wasn't gonna jeopardize it. I heard it. I actually had heard it back like the end of April, early May, somewhere along in there. But I never did go get it checked out. I did take like a week off, but man, I was trying to fight. You know what I'm saying? When they opened up the fights back up, I was trying to fight. So I did that. And then when I found out I probably couldn't fight because one of the fights that I wanted to fight, the dude called me back and said they had already somebody had already took the fight. You know what I'm saying? So it was all good though. I was still injured, but I wanted to fight. You know what I'm saying? I said it without hesitation. I was like, yo, we'll take the fight. I didn't even know who the hell it was. The crazy part about it, it was on the Canelo card. You know what I'm saying? And the dude ended up getting beat. He was sour as hell. And I was like, damn, I did damn say I want to fight. You know what I mean? But they called me back and said somebody had already said they were gonna take the fight. But so after that, I went down to Miami with Deontay. We was in camp, thinking we were getting ready for the trilogy fight. And then after that, man, I just kept feeling the pain, man. And when I got back, I said, fuck it, dog, I'm just sit down. You know what
Right,
I'm saying?
right. The
I'm good
pandemic
now.
was the perfect time to go get that surgery that you needed to, to
Yeah,
get
yeah,
that
yeah. I'm
done.
good now though. Like I said, I was at 80. You know what I'm saying? For people who don't know, I played college football, so I'm naturally big. You know what I mean? So I'm back. I'm
What
that.
school? What school?
I played at University of Tennessee, Chattanooga.
Hey,
Yeah, yeah. So
what position?
I played cornerback, just like my older brother. My older brother played
Man,
in the
you ain't
league.
that fast, Tay. You ain't play corner.
Who?
He said, "Who?" No, I'm
Shit.
teasing. I'm teasing. I'm teasing. You seem like you built more like a DB or something, though.
Yeah, I played DB.
Okay.
Yeah, just like my brother. My brother played in the league too.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah, my brother
Man,
played
I'll
in the
get
league.
you in a foot race one day, man. I'll try
Who?
you in a foot race, man. I can, man. Look, I look like this, but I'm fast. Tay was
Right.
like, who? Tay was like, who you on foot race? Not me.
Nah, yeah. We don't be
Nah, I'm
Put a
doing
joking.
that.
I'm
thousand
joking.
on it.
But see, that's the thing, man. Like the crazy part about it, man. I run. I run. I don't jog. I jog. I don't even sprint like that. You know what I'm saying? Till it's time, for a fight. But bruh, I'll hawk anybody down.
What's your
Anybody. I can do that.
so when you're getting back in shape, right? When a professional boxer such as yourself is getting back in shape after a long layoff, some weight gain, like what are the steps that you're doing? Because some people are scared to do certain things. They was like, I don't know what exercises to do, so I don't lose muscle, too much muscle. I don't want to have flabby skin, like I don't want to lose the weight too quick or lose because it's a right way and a wrong way to lose the weight, right?
Yeah, it's the right way and the wrong way to lose weight, man. But I went to school for this, so that's what I do. You know what I'm saying? But one of the things I do is I run on a treadmill with my bag on. You know what I'm saying? I layer up with my bag on, run on a treadmill for a whole hour. You know what I'm saying? For a whole hour, I put on like 6 miles per hour. I get about 5.5, 6 miles out of it. You know what I'm saying? With my bag on, I know I lost a good 6 pounds of water right there. So after that, I shadow box 6 rounds, try to shed a little bit more, take me a break or whatever. I come back the next day. Not like right now, I'm juicing. I'm on a liquid diet this week. You know what I'm saying? Consisting of what I got in there. I got ginger, I got beets, I got celery, cucumber, and apple. You know what I mean? So all that mixed together. So like right now, like that's the only thing I've had today, and I'm not even hungry because of all the nutrients in it. You know what I mean? That's just something that I learned from school. So that I compact all my nutrients in one, so I don't feel like I'll be hungry. Like I'm not
How
hungry at
many
all.
ounces is that liquid drink that you're drinking?
Man, I want to. Is it a glass full?
Like a 16-ounce glass or 8-ounce glass or
I can't even tell you the measurements.
just
Shit.
but it's like but you know how much vegetables and how much stuff you put in it, I guess. So,
Yeah, I put a whole beet, 2 sticks of celery, a carrot, a whole carrot, a whole apple, half of a cucumber, and 2 sticks of celery.
oh man, that sounds good, man.
Yeah,
You,
it's straight, man.
it
Like I'm
sounds
used to the
good.
taste.
No
I
ginger?
definitely,
I need that ginger in mine,
yeah. I
man. A
put I
little
put I
ginger.
put a ginger in it too. I forgot the ginger. That's what
Yeah,
I
I
put.
need I need that ginger in mine. No lime, no lemon.
Hell no, I don't want that.
Oh man, you missing out with that. But all right, to each his own. Go ahead. Anybody else had a question for the chat? While we got him here.
Yeah, I usually throw a little turmeric in my smoothies or whatever. Get that little
Man,
spice to it.
man, that turmeric gonna put me on the toilet, boy. I'm
Yeah.
telling you, man. But see, I got my own for the clean my I say like a cleanser. So I use my own cleanser when I get closer to the fight. You know what I'm saying? Just shed a little 2 pounds. Actually got my cleanser from actually one of my bomb squad brothers, you know what I'm saying, who's Deontay strength conditioning coach. He's also a Olympic trainer, track coach as well. So I get my homemade body cleanser from him. So cleans me out real good to do the job in maybe 30 minutes, but I gotta be at the house for 6 hours.
When you do your shadow boxing after being on the treadmill for an hour, do you keep the bag on too, or you take that off? Like, what are you doing then when you're
Yeah,
doing the
yeah,
shadow?
keep the bag on.
Keep the bag on doing the shadow
Yeah,
boxing too.
yeah, 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 yeah. and I put my elevation mask on too.
Oh man,
So like I gotta
You
like I
ready for
gotta
war?
yeah,
cyborg.
yeah. I gotta stay in the air. You know what I mean? I gotta stay what I call is stay in the air. And what that mean is staying in the air like I gotta exert my lung capacity to the fullest. You know what I mean? And get as much air as I can get in there. And so I just that's what one of my coaches, he always talk about, let's go to the air today. And I mean doing whatever you gotta do to stay in the air. You know what I mean? So that's what I do.
Go ahead, Eclipse.
Um, I actually, my question was Bomb Squad related. You know what I'm saying? I mean, it's an honor to speak to you. You know, like I said, I've been a big fan. Can you give us any updates on Deontay and just what's going on with the whole Bomb Squad camp and everything?
Yeah, D good, man. He just training 2 times a day. Staying ready for what the judge about to say. You know what I'm saying? And I think we'll hear good news very, very soon. Um, no matter what the UK say, them motherfuckers don't run shit. But yeah, man, it's going good. I believe everything will fall in our favor. He just like I say, he's relaxing, cooling. He got his state now. Look like his house like fucking never land now. So
Shit.
he just living, man. You know what I'm saying? He just living. And, he's always been a gentle giant, a humble guy. You know what I mean? So, he's here in Atlanta right now. You know what I mean? So should be chilling. You know what I mean? Just chilling, bro. That's it. And working out twice a day.
Okay. Sir, you got one more for him?
Yeah. Most of I just want to let you know that, like, man, I really appreciate you. Keep up the good work. I'm ready to see that fight. I'm ready to see you go in there and handle your business. Um, Tell Big Bro that we repping him in North Carolina too. You know what I'm saying? And we ready to see him do what he got to do, and we got both of y'all back.
Right. What part of North Carolina you in?
Yeah, I'm in Raleigh.
Okay. Okay. Yeah, I know exactly where that's at. Yeah, for sure. Yeah, my wife, she from Fayetteville, so I know that's at. Yeah, man. I know
Hey,
you said
fair
South, that's
nah.
Raleigh,
No
South Carolina,
deal.
right?
Blam blam.
No, you said
I think.
No, Raleigh is that's right there in the heart. That's
That's
the capital. Is right. That's right there with the airport at RDU. That's the triangle. Raleigh, Durham, Fayetteville area. That's all the
okay.
triangles.
Okay.
Yep.
Okay. Yeah, man. So yeah, man. But I definitely appreciate it, man. Yeah, D got his head up, man. And I got 4 more years, and I'm getting 4 best years I got left. You know what I'm saying? And so I'm ready to rock and roll, man.
Man.
Ready to
Just know,
rock and
champ,
roll. That's why I'm dropping down there.
Ohio love you too, champ. And we can't wait to see you back in that ring, man. For real, for real, for real, man. Like,
Oh, oh
your
yeah.
whole career, man. I've really watched you. That's no cap. I'm not just blowing smoke up your ass. And I like what you do. You're an entertaining motherfucker in that ring. I'm just trying to let you know. You know what I'm saying?
For sure, man.
You be putting them together. You put them together like Legos sometimes.
Yeah,
You know what I'm
man. I
saying?
be trying to, man. And I'm what you call a late bloomer too. So man, it just some people born for it, some people not. But I just thank God every day. You know what I mean?
Absolutely. And with that, man, we're gonna close this one out, man. We really appreciate you guys for tuning in. Thanks for coming to the show. We stayed a little over tonight because we had a very special guest here, and I would be remiss if I didn't thank him for the time and the opportunity to talk to him. We're gonna run the outro taste. Can I get a drop from you? Can I get that?
Let's do it.
It's your boy Tay Jones and you rock with Mark. Hold on, let me clear this out. Hold on, let me get the live drop. Take the ticker off. There we go. Let's get that drop.
You ready? It's your boy Tay Jones representing from the Bomb Squad, baby. You know what time it is. Marq Nash, let's get it.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yes,
Yeah.
sir.
Yes, sir. We're making history, man. I'm gonna chop this up and chop this brick up, and we're gonna put this out in some pieces so you guys can see it without having to watch the whole 2 hour stream. But thank you again for tuning in. It's your boy Marq Nash, Breakin Beats. And remember, dreams require sleep, goals require effort. Go out there and get your goals. I see you guys
Yes,
on
sir.
Wednesday. Peace.
All right, bro.
This that squad sound.
Hey, hold up, man. Before we end it, hey, Mike Lewis, if you still watching, click the link. I'm gonna drop the link back out there. But pull up and holler at me backstage real quick, man. But rest of you guys, I will see y'all on Wednesday. Man, what y'all think, man? We had a great show tonight. Tay Jones pulled up. Did not expect that. But I'll see y'all on Wednesday. I'm gonna end the stream. But Mike, if you still watching, holler at me backstage.